Or are y'all like joking?
Look at what you joking about what?
Like joking about the prompt?
Oh, prompt serious. There's some serious business over here. Why? Let me ask you a
We would
question.
never joke about that,
No, let
sir.
me ask you a question. Give me a reason why.
No. Why are you in women business?
What?
Why are you in women business?
How it is women business if it got man in the sentence?
You ain't about men. About women, what they doing. Why are you in women business?
Hold on. They say women should stop sleeping with men. So
Do
it
you, oh,
starts
hold
off.
up.
It starts off
Oh,
with
you know
men.
what? I'm sorry. Do you sleep with men?
No, I sleep with women.
Okay.
And you're telling these women to stop sleeping with me.
With you. Nobody knows
Like
who you
not
are.
like just dude,
The
like
way,
you
no,
get you feel
hold
me.
up. The way y'all censor is insane. Not with me. This why I be. Let me explain something, y'all. This why I be so many triggered men that come on the panel, cause they be like, "Not me, not you want to sleep with me."
Hold
I don't
on, I'm
nobody
not
know you.
But
I'm
if
I'm not
women genuinely enjoy sleeping with you, if you're what you have going on is that good, like this prompt shouldn't make a difference. If it does,
Exactly.
then
hold
it
on.
probably is because it wasn't very good to begin with.
Wait, why did y'all have why did y'all have a whole live with people who can request if you didn't want nobody's opinion? I'm confused.
No, you. No, hold
Sound like
up.
y'all
You're
don't know how
welcome
to
to.
take opinions.
Hold up, real quick. Calm down.
Because I'm not triggered or nothing.
All right, cool. Then calm down. It's not that you can't be in a conversation. The question was, why are you in a conversation?
Nah, I answered your question.
All right, what's up, Sonova?
What up, though?
What's up, though?
Shoot. Can I answer? I know it ain't my business, but I kind of agree though.
On what basis?
I very much so agree. I think women should fall back on giving men, saying their body because then we wouldn't be to blame all the time.
Hold up, real quick. You understand? You come out, even when it come down to like relationships, right?
No, I don't know nothing about that.
No, what's up, Tabella? No, I just agree. That's fine. But go ahead and finish your point.
Yeah, I just feel like what I'm saying. If they fall back on giving men their body, we won't be to blame for all of saying all the decisions or the problems in their life.
Mm.
Then you got to blame
Yeah.
yourself. Finally, you got to be held accountable.
I now somebody want to know what you get blamed for. Thank you, Tabella.
For me,
Mm-hmm.
oh, man, I done been blamed for everything. I ruined your life. But it is what it is. If that's the case, it is what it is.
What
Why are
baby
you going
daddy?
around ruining women's lives?
Huh?
Why are you going
What
around
baby
ruining
daddy?
women's lives?
Yeah, I'm a baby dad. Yeah. You said why
No,
I'm
you're a baby
ruining,
daddy. That's
ruining
fine.
women's lives?
No, he a baby daddy, Liz.
Listen,
Oh,
she
okay.
she chose me.
Trash.
Oh, so she chose wrong. She needs to choose better. Got it.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
but after me, guess what? She kept going down. She didn't go up. When I met her, she was
Mm.
down. I brought her up, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I'm not
That's a
saying
lie.
that this. Nah, I ain't gonna lie about it.
No, it's a lie. Hey,
Why
Queen.
it's a lie?
It is. You're a baby daddy.
My kid mama had kids before I even came about. And out of her kids' fathers, I'm the
Yeah,
only
back in
one
the
that
day.
support mine.
I'm gonna get to that in a second when I talk about my points, though.
She ain't like the
So you
fact
old
that
child support?
I actually fought her in court, though.
You old child support?
Nah.
You're a loser.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You said a loser?
Yeah, I'm giving a loser.
I mean, I won in court, though. Well, clearly I'm
Still a
winning.
loser.
Clearly I'm up. But no, I still take care of her. She, what I'm saying? We real close friends. I only want the best for her, being honest.
Y'all's giving loser. Um,
Is it?
yeah. Who
Yeah,
would want
I
that?
gotta do
Who
something
would want
about
that
that.
scenario? Yeah. Don't sleep with these men because you won't end up with a loser. Hold
Damn,
up, y'all.
who you gonna sleep with then?
Not losers.
Man, come on now. You know y'all ain't gonna not sleep with nobody. That thing get hot. Y'all don't sit still. Let's be honest, man.
Lizzie, you
Let's
can
be
mute the
honest.
loser real quick. Lizzie,
Cause
you mute the loser. Now go through
If
my
that's
list.
the case, y'all the losers.
Well, she wants to step away. Hold up.
Y'all be having the prize, and then y'all.
Hold up. Shut up. All right, yo. Let me go through this list, okay? So, so this is based on empirical evidence. This little list I came up with, right? So we already know for decades, according to longitudinal studies, straight women orgasm less than straight men, and that the orgasm gap has persisted across decades of research. This is like a long-term thing. Heterosexual sex is culturally organized around male pleasure. Penetration is treated as the main event, despite clitoris stimulation being much more important for women's orgasm. So, like, sex that centers a woman's pleasure will revolve around clitoral stimulation. Yeah, you even got men out here talking about they don't eat coochie, right? And they treat their penis as like the prime part of the sex. And for women, that's just not going to get you off. Only time that is if it's paired with something that involves clitoral stimulation, which is why women who are having sex with men are not receiving pleasure. You gotta understand this is part of our conditioning too, right? That when it comes to like getting a person off, it end up being the man and the woman who are both trying to get the man off, not the other way around. So we're not just fighting like the act itself. We're talking about like a subconscious level of conditioning that we receive from society, right? Because like that's part of being the male-centered person that society essentially trains you to be. It's the man prioritize a man's pleasure, which is why you have so many women who fake it, right? You fake it because like you don't want to hurt his ego. You don't want to think he didn't do well enough, even if you did not get off yourself. And the women who sleep with men actually anticipate that it will be less pleasurable. So women go into it not expecting much out of it. Yeah, we have men who lie and say, you know, they beating the coochie up or making her squirt and all that shit. But that's kind of like the narrative they've created for themselves. But these men ain't doing nothing. We know that. The majority of women laying with men are not having orgasms. They're not getting off. That's just the reality of the situation. What else I got here? Talk about
If
that
that was
one.
true, why they having kids with dudes now?
Hold up, sir. Um. Oh yeah, and also we talking about we also talk about how men center their own pleasure as an act of dominance. Men are not centering like women getting off. You can learn about that by the language they use, and they say beat it up. They smashing, like the thing is that they're doing something with the person, and there's no communication. They're not thinking about the other person. They think about their own ego, right? Unfortunately, there's a lot of women who are walking around who've never had an orgasm when having sex with men. The majority of women's orgasms have come from men who are intimate with other women or learning their own bodies. There's some men who crashing out about the toys too. Like they don't like the use of the toys because of the fact that it basically replicates something that men can't do. But there's a reason why the most two popular toys would be the Rose and the Womanizer. And it's interesting because they both replicate a behavior that men could not do themselves. I mean, get triggered by that, and they want to, they even pass out a talking point. Not sure if y'all heard it, that, you know, toys desensitize women. Your toy desensitize you for what? His pleasure. So like that's interesting. But women who are like laying with their toys are getting off much more than women are laying with men. And y'all gotta really think about that. Ain't that fucking insane? But go ahead, I'm gonna let you respond to Nova and then we're gonna go to Summer.
I guess I'm trying to understand that. Like, if that's true, why are women? I mean, I would think that's a foolish thing to keep laying down with men, then, or even having kids
Exactly.
with men if that's
No,
the
right there,
case.
hold up. Right there, exactly. Thank you. You ate that up. What's up, Summer?
Hey Tara, yeah,
Hey.
exactly. The thing of it is too, even for a woman who enjoys it or feel like you enjoy it, if you really dig into deep about what you enjoy and all of that, and you talk to other women, there's a lot of performance in it. It's all this
Yeah,
performance. It's all of this. Even the songs that are supposed to be about women's pleasure are about how we please men, how wet it is for men, how tight it is for men, not how it feels for you. So much so that you'll have a conversation with a woman and she'll be like, "Oh, I don't feel like I performed well enough. I want another, And I'd be like, "Why you gotta perform? You're not even talking about your pleasure. What did you enjoy? Did you like? Did you?" But my enjoyment is supposed to be about pleasing a man. So the more you dig into it, the more you're like, this is not worth it. They're not safe. They don't get tested. They're more likely to leave. They, children and whatever other responsibilities. We've been taught it's about their pleasure. Most women are not having O's of heterosexual women. So more and more it's like, ugh, I don't want to have to be celibate, but I think that's the only choice.
Yeah, so it's important for us to understand that the way sex has been normalized in our society, it is rooted in rape. Just so y'all know, like, and a lot of this is a rape fantasy. That's just the reality situation. But you even want to lay down with men. I mean, it's still a level of disconnectedness you have from your body, and it's coming from a male-centered position. But go ahead, Jafari. How you say it?
Jafari.
The H is silent.
Huh? It's like it's
The H is
pronounced like
silent.
it's pronounced like Rihanna.
So the H is silent.
Yeah, it's like yeah, the H is yeah. But yeah, I didn't even know that you had requested me up. I was just doing something. I was
Whoa, whoa,
already
whoa,
up.
pause. Whoa. I'm gonna drop you down. I don't request nobody up. That's a lie. I'm glad you clarified that. I don't never request no man to come up here. Don't be lying on me like that. You can go. What's up, Marwa?
What's up? Hey.
Hey, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll answer the prompt. I feel like for me, I am a heterosexual, straight woman. So
AT
like,
baby.
if I can't sleep with men, it's just like, what is the alternative? Like sleeping with women? That's a no go for me because I don't like women and I only like men.
So, hold on real quick. No one said anything about sleeping with women.
No, I'm just saying like it's either that or you like stay celibate. Like, and I just think like schmex is a normal desire. I mean, I've gotten my O's. I know a lot of women don't, but it's about
Hold on real
finding the
quick.
right man.
Hold on real
Huh?
quick. No. That's a we gotta stop that shaming tactic on women too. So stay focused on the topic. When you gotta censor yourself and say I'm getting off, I don't know about other women. One, you're lying. And you're trying to defend something. We can get to that point at a later point, but we're not doing that shaming tactic where you're like, oh, I don't if y'all women are getting off, I am. No. When that man say he going to pound town or whatever, he ain't thinking about your pleasure at all. So don't do that. But
Well,
go ahead,
like I
finish
said,
what you were saying.
no, I'm saying that if it's about getting like the right man, and when you're in a relationship, he puts you first, and if he doesn't, you be like on to the next. And yeah.
So
So
how do I keep fucking them until you find the one that's gonna like do it the right way? I'm confused.
no, I mean it's a conversation about it's finding a man that is a position to exist. There is men that will put you. I mean, I've been with them where they put you in the center, or they like, it's just about finding the one that's good at it, which is possible. It's not impossible. It's just finding a man that's a pleaser. I think
And
most
now I'm
people.
just saying I don't believe you because of the how you wording it. Like you're not talking about communication. You're not talking about someone who's gonna listen to what you're saying and you know your body enough to communicate. You're like, oh, like you are saying when the man come in and he can do these things. I don't believe you. You don't sound like you're telling the truth.
You ain't
No,
gotta
I
do too
mean you
much
have a
talking in the
conversation.
bedroom.
You have a I have conversations before I see them. I'm like,
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
this,
it's
and the third.
fine. You the beforehand or so y'all like sit and have a meeting with an organizer is not doing the act. So here's the thing: you got court line. Just go ahead and make your point.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying it's about finding the right man, and then you'll get it. But I've had those experiences, all I'm saying.
Okay, shout out to you. What's up, Eve?
Hey Tara. Hey
Hey.
Summer, Liz. Hey everybody. That man was lying about you bringing him up here because he was in the
Oh,
request
he
box.
upstairs. Yeah, I know. I just let him back up here. I'm gonna ask him why he lied on me like that.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
appreciate that.
crazy.
I guess
Cause I'm.
Okay,
I
so
pushed the
Hold on, real
button.
quick. Hold on. Yeah, you did. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. As long as I've been doing my platform, I do not ask men to come up here. It's very important to me that I don't ask men to come up here because y'all are invasive and y'all come to women's spaces. So Don't ever do that to me. Don't do that to me. I don't appreciate that. If you ever see a man on my panel, I've never asked him to come here. Just so y'all know. But thank you, East.
Yeah, no problem. So yes, women should stop sleeping with men. Mostly because I think I said it the other day, but when women have sex with men, women think that we are having sex with men. They think that we're doing something with each other, but men don't have sex with you. Men have sex to you. So in a man's eyes, it is something that is they're degrading you and they're dominating you, and it's something that they're doing to you to like for submission or humiliation. This is why, like, most of them describe the way that a man describes like sex is like, I tear that pussy up, I cracked her, I blew her back out, body count. You know what I'm saying? Like, they describe things in a very like aggressive and demeaning way. So when men have sex with you, it's never going to be for your benefit. For thousands of years, it wasn't for our benefit because we were property. So truly, men have never. Hold on. Men have never.
Hold on, he's so desperate. Go ahead, East.
Men have never learned the ways of how to please a woman's body. Like, that's something that women have always had to learn, but men don't know how to please a woman's body. That's why we have sexologists that specifically focus on the husband. When women bring their husbands to sexologists, they will specifically focus on the husband on how to please the wife. So yeah, I just wanted to land on that.
Now that's a good point, and I wanted to add this too, right? Because damn, not today. Hold up, y'all. Y'all tap the screen, share the live house, and y'all heart me. Thank you, Double O. You were just talking about the men. Okay, I got it. So men, when they watch porn, right? They also sense a man pleasure because, like, what do they call it when a man gets off? Like, isn't that the money shot? Isn't that like the highlight reel of it? So, like, even men, and I need y'all to understand this, ladies, because, like, all men watch porn, right? When a man watch porn, he is not getting off to her getting off. They get off to the man getting off. I want y'all to really think about that.
Man, all right now.
Hold up. No. It's true. It's true. They get off to the man getting off. They ain't watching no women on women. They watching man dick. That's what they watching. But go ahead, Jafari, with your lying ass. You lied on me, nigga. I don't like you.
Women should stop sleeping with men. Yeah, they should start sleeping with men and start sleeping with other men. Because a lot of them don't even like women.
You don't like women,
Nobody
do
come
you?
on liking women though. No. We're not talking about women. Like, you do know. Hold up. You do know a woman can get off by herself, right?
It ain't never enough. They need penetration at the end of the day.
Ew.
Stop the cap, man.
You sound a rapist.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, how am I that when you get on top of me?
The fact that you think that's okay is interesting. Jafari, are you done? Or we gonna go to Sir Boom?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. What's up, Boom?
Hey, ladies, how y'all been doing? Another day in the office, I see.
Who the fuck you been at?
Lifing, man. You know, real lifing.
Wait, now, I'm gonna tell you, whenever a man, like, disappear for a while, I just think that nigga in jail. But go ahead, make your point.
Women should stop sleeping with men. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you before I land my plane. If I was going across TikTok and I seen a bunch of men on the panel and saying that men should stop sleeping with women, I think that's one of those, alphabet panels, right? But hearing it from the women and then knowing what y'all already talked to the other lady about like y'all got other ways to do that, I just think everybody should put a standard on it. Like, quit making it so accessible. I can't be out here just slanging meat around. The woman shouldn't be out there just slanging her box around, Put a value on it so it is worthwhile, because otherwise we'll run out of human beings.
That's interesting. No, Boom, hold up. Men can't always tell women to put value on it because y'all sling dick anywhere. Your piece of meat is worthless. Like, that's just the reality of, like, it's worthless. You can't get nobody to buy it. Nobody wants what you're selling. Y'all chase none like that. You got a worthless piece of meat. So no, there's no conversation about that. Go ahead, finish
All
your
right.
point, sir.
All right. And yeah, as far as what you just mentioned, to each his own, of course. But yeah, I just think we all should up the ante a little bit. As gas and cost of living goes up, so do the cost of getting dick. For lack of better words. So
No, I want you to slap a price on it. I want
slap a
all of
price on
y'all. I want all of y'all to slap a price.
Make
on
them work
it.
for it. Make them work for it.
Yeah,
like how they want to go out. How they want to go out to eat.
Yeah.
Have smicks. Make them. Take you out.
Hold up. They be want to go out to eat the hair smacks. What you mean by that?
Well, how normally you have you got your simple coffee date. You might not get it there, right? But you take them out to eat, take them to an event, and on and on and on. You'll get a room and whoop the wop, and you might get it.
Oh, so you telling me that men are buying meals, anticipating they're gonna get sex out of it?
I ain't saying that they're just the only reason why we buy meals.
That's what it sounds like. No. Hold up.
It can bundle up.
No. Hold up. Okay. No, don't try to change what I said. So like, men trying to sneak dick with a meal. Hey, Lynn.
It's not McDonald's or nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's not just the meal either. It's just a date, a fancy date, like the whole ambiance. This, that, a little bit of this and that, and you put your game in through the week.
Hold up. Let me explain something, because I was explaining this earlier, that when it comes to casual hookup, because of the amount of like communication that's needed in a society where like women and men are taught that like sex should revolve around men's pleasure, that casual hookups are not for women's benefit. And the fact that this nigga think that he bought some chicken and grits and he shared some coochie is part of the problem. It's part of the problem. You think it's funny? No. Hold up. No. It's coercion. It's giving sexual assault. Yeah,
How can it give sexual assault when it's mutual agreements? You don't think? All right.
If it was no deception, what are you censoring a meal for? You want the meal to come? No, you want the meal to come with no, nigga. Stop talking over me. You don't want the meal to come with the under this guy that you really like that woman, because y'all be lying. Let's be for real.
That's why I said
and alcohol. Y'all pair it with alcohol. Go ahead, East.
Okay.
That's why I said most men see sex as a transaction. Like even married women to men, every time a married woman has sex with her husband, that's a transaction that's being completed. So if he texts you "Good morning, beautiful," and take you on a chicken and waffle date, and you turn around and you want to have sex with him, to him, you're repaying him for the texts and the attention and the chicken and waffles. That's why it really is no benefit to have sex with men, because it's not something that is a pair bonding thing with them. Women pair bond through time, community, and intimacy, but men pair bond. This nigga so fat. Anyway.
No, but hold up, because I want y'all to really think about something. Like, men can go buy sex. Like, it's available for them to buy. But they don't want to spend money flat out. Because that used to be a thing, like, where the majority of men who wanted to, like, sleep with somebody would go out and pay for it. Now it's like, oh, I'm going to buy a meal. Why do you think these men, knowing that he does not anticipate any type of relationship or, like, anything after that, why do you think a man is willing to buy a woman a meal in exchange for it, but don't want to go outright and just buy it? What do y'all think going on there?
There you go. I think a lot of men, they hate the idea that they have to pay for it, but they really want to pay for it. And a lot of men will say, well, I'm not paying for it. I'm paying for her to leave. So anytime they do partake in sex work, that's what because I've had this conversation with many men. That's what they'll say. I'm not paying for. I'm paying for her to go. So they try to take that control aspect, but really their ego. They think that they slinging is so good and what's between their legs makes all of us lose our minds, and that we should be paying them for the pleasure of it. So they'll never admit that they need sex workers. But most of them do. Most of them should. And a lot of sex workers won't even touch some of these men we talking about. Let's be real. How many times have we heard sex workers say that they avoid certain men because of how they act, because of how they treat them, and because of what the trauma they bring?
I think it's because of the manipulation. I think that if men feel like they can't manipulate it out of you, they haven't duped you out of it or like they say, trick you out your pussy, then that's also part of the satisfaction that they get. Like, yeah, all I had to do was just buy her a meal and pillow and, get up in her ear, and she gave it up. The manipulation is part of the sexual satisfaction for men. That's why they don't like paying for it, because they don't get to the manipulation part of it.
Yeah, and plus it's cheaper. Buying a meal is cheaper than buying an escort.
Well, I don't think so, because there's men that will take you on dates that cost hundreds of dollars. It's the manipulation.
That's a part of the control, though. You're right. They don't like consent. A lot of men do not like consent. They really want to know that they are just so irresistible that you could not help yourself but to give in.
I'm glad you stated the consent, because that's what I was saying earlier. We live in a society that's normalized a rape fantasy for a lot of people, and that's what it comes down to. This idea, like, even when you hear men talking about, I don't want it to be easy, right? I don't want to be easy. I don't want you just giving it up, even though, like, even if that's what they're pursuing, they want to feel like they're raping you.
That's true. That's a whole subcategory. I mean, listen, I'm an adult. I watch a lot of different things. Okay, I take things into my own hands. I'm speaking with euphemisms. But yeah, that's a huge genre of that type of material. A lot of men really like the idea that they can just do whatever they want to do with women. I don't know if you guys remember this. The horror movie The Purge, where there's no laws and no rules for 24 hours. And when it first came out, and it was just about people taking revenge on other people, the rich, the elite, but after like a few months, people were saying, well, this is unrealistic, because most people, a lot of men, if they lived in a society where 24 hours they could commit any crime, they wouldn't be looking for a murder or unaliving. They'll be doing other things. So this is just the society we live in. A lot of men just like the idea of taking their control out on women. And that's why a lot of times assault in SA isn't really about attraction or about that man not being able to get that woman. It's the control aspect. He took her consent away, and he acted upon his own nature to get what he wants.
Mm-hmm. That's why we live on a society where, like, they spend so much time creating propaganda that cause conflict with women, and men use triangulation in order to have to manipulate women, because essentially we are communal. And the reason why we've always stuck together is because it was for our survival. So yeah, men are going to lie and say it's about unaliving each other, but one of the reasons why women have, like, before our domestication of living in this male-dominated society, have stuck together and continue to find ways to stick together is because men are dangerous and a predator to women. You're right. They will be out just looking for women to rape. And that's why you gotta think. I remember when they was first talking about 4B, I saw this really disturbing video on TikTok, and I think it was interesting. This woman was basically saying that the woman should not stop sleeping with men, because then men will be going around raping women. And it's like we in this weird contract where essentially we agree to pay out with men and do domestic labor and for them not to rape us. So to pretend, on a mass scale, right? Because men who should not have access to women do have the option to have access to women. But if you're in a household with a man and he's just going to do his business, even think about a quickie, all those things center a man's pleasure. So we need to be honest about the world we actually live in, how frightening men actually are, and that our need to romanticize them has came from propaganda, and it's a way to romanticize the scary society that we live in. We're coping.
A defense mechanism. I think a lot of us as women don't really want to admit just exactly what you're saying. And I'm kind of a part of the 4B. I've been happily single and celibate for 3 years. And honestly, I didn't start this journey thinking it would be this long. Like this wasn't my intention. And at first I thought it was going to be very difficult, but when you ask this Trump, women should stop sleeping with men. Really, at this point, we have no choice. Many of us have no choice but to stop sleeping with them. And I'm not advocating sleeping with other, whatever you want to do. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm just saying from a purely safety standpoint and what we're getting out of this, as you mentioned, the societal contract is broken. We're losing as women. Men have now made it is no longer advantageous for women for us to sleep with them. Our bodies aren't safe. If we get pregnant, we don't have any autonomy, right? The financial aspects of it. I mean, it just, at this point, sadly, it just is not smart for most women to sleep with most men. And this is the world, the society that men have created. I'm sorry.
Okay, but Sarah, what you brought up about how like
Thank you, Lachey.
even if y'all stop sleeping with men, they still gonna take it basically.
What? Yo,
Hold up,
A
real
lot of
quick.
them still gonna
Hold
take
up. Men taking it regardless. So like the idea that we should do anything to like subdue
I
men.
have a
Hold up.
question.
Hold up, sir. The key point of what I say is that women have more protection in groups. That was the key part of it. What's up, Lanizi? You want to say something? Thank you, Jesse.
I don't know. All right. Just to address this. I'm not sure. Are you talking about strictly like women should become lesbian or other whatever into? Or are you just
So
saying
first, hold up, real quick.
abstinence of the self?
Hold up, real quick. I'm not telling women what to do with their bodies. I'm not a man. I would never do that. I'm saying there's other.
You're advising them.
Hold up, real quick. Hold up. And it like some women are into other women. Some women that's not the case, right? But like. I was also talking about how, around with the 50s, 60s or whatever, their vibrators, initially women would go to their doctors and the doctor would use a vibrator on them to help with their delirium or whatever they used to call it. Essentially because like the women weren't get pleasure for their men, and that's what like how we end up with toys in the first place. And a woman can center her own pleasure with a toy. And the fact that women are getting off with toys and not the men that in their lives should say a lot. So like you don't need to lay with another person. That's not even required.
Okay. So are you saying strictly from a pleasure standpoint?
Not just pleasure, but like there's a lot more that goes into it. Like why demean yourself to center another man's pleasure? Men want to dominate women. Men dysregulate women's nervous system. Men are like it's dangerous for a woman to be alone in a household with a man. Like women lose their identities in relationship with men. Men think they're micromanagers and constantly want to keep women busy with doing housework. Men want to keep women pregnant, which takes away from her own autonomy and goals. Like women lose their ability to be selfish and focus on themselves. The list go on and on for the detrimental impacts of being in a relationship with men, because in a relationship with a man, especially like a nuclear setting, it's always for the man's benefit. So yeah, it's more than just pleasure, but definitely pleasure, since we talking about sex. Thank you, Ann. Thank y'all for gifting.
So you saying a woman being with a man is just demeaning herself, making her less than as a person, making her less valuable as a person?
I think you're missing it.
Well, to be actually, men deem women being with men as less valuable. Like men will get up here and say that, oh, you slept with this man or this amount of men. That means that you're. That means that you're. I don't give a fuck what your point was. It means that your value has been lowered. Like men.
So how could you
I
not
don't
care
about your point, sir. Please shut the fuck up.
How are you responding to a point you don't care
I'm
about?
not caring. I'm responding to whatever the fuck I want to.
Go ahead. I muted him. He ain't talking about no.
Men will constantly get up here and talk about body count. So they admit that every time you sleep with them, your value has been lowered. When they say that you're not a virgin, your value is lowered. If you have sex with more than 5 men, your value is lowered. 10, your value is to the ground. So men get up here every day and say that we are actively devaluing you every time you sleep with us.
But I think that's facts. I think it's facts. Because they don't have value.
It really men they're homophobic to women. They treat women like gay men. Like they all get shamed for men, having sex with men too.
No. Hold on, real quick. No, they in community with gay men. We're not going. We're not doing the other room. What's up, paper? What you
Huh?
want to say?
I don't know what that point was.
It don't matter. Mute up if you confused.
Peace and love to everybody. And Tara, this is you saying this. I'm trying to get
Hey,
understanding what's
Smarty,
going
sorry,
on.
just make your
I just
point. Are you found a conversation or what?
no, I'm
You
basically
2
trying to
seconds.
figure out like
Listen, hold
what's the
up.
whole.
Sir, focus. You 2 seconds away from being dropped for saying nothing relevant. What do you want to say? That's 2 seconds. What's up, Lachey? How you doing?
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Everything that I want to say, you guys, women, are on it. But just like, oh my God, you guys are on it. I mean, everything. You guys are on it. Keep it up. I'm gonna have to take more notes because you guys are doing it. Get these men why they think that they
Hey, breakfast.
special. Just keep it. That's it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate you. What's up, Kia?
Hey everybody. So I
Hello.
just wanted to add a quick point that even a lot of wives do not have freedom over their own bodies in their own house. The
Honey, your
husband can
background is
just
Do you
loud.
have something playing else? Something else playing in the background?
Yeah, it's loud.
okay. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was gonna say
Thank you,
a lot
breakfast.
of a lot of wives don't even have freedom over their own body inside their own house. The husbands are just taking it whenever, and that's a known issue in marriages. I just wanted to mention that point as well. I don't know if you guys already discussed that.
Yeah, and it's also important for us to understand the whole Madonna whore complex when it comes to like relationships that men basically want to when they have successfully trapped a woman. This romanticized version of just y'all two doing things together and being hip by hip isn't real, and a man will do anything to demean that woman, make her feel less than, so she can stick around because these men have abandonment issues, and then he'll go outside and do things, and not only is he going outside doing things that center his pleasure, he brings shit back like diseases and drama and chaos. So like that's not even to a woman's benefit. And the thing is, and I was talking about how like a lot of women are lying when they say that they are receiving pleasure from these men. It even goes to the quality of the relationships. Like you have, like nobody wants to say, "Oh, I got trapped," and like this is the worst thing that ever happened to me. They'll say it when they break up, but while they're in a relationship, unfortunately, like people don't want to be in that position. But these relationships have been romanticized in a way that like is not realistic, and we have to be honest about that. When you hear about marriages got their ups and downs, you got weather the storm. These women be putting up a lot of shit in relationships with men. So like yeah, and a lot of these marriages, they're not even having sex. The man having sex, but
Yeah.
like they're not even
I,
having sex.
Tara, I wanted to say one thing, and I'm glad that you we didn't talk about this yesterday, but the Madonna whore complex when it comes to women in marriages are like they're not experiencing they're the part of the O gap. They're the biggest portion of women that don't experience orgasms, and there's a really interesting episode on The Sopranos where Tony Soprano is sitting down with his therapist and he's talking about the sex that he's having with his mistress and about how she gave him a blowjob, and his therapist is like, well, why can't you do those acts with your wife? And he said, that's disgusting. I would never do that. She's the mother of my kids. And a lot of times when you're in a relationship, it's either when you're outside of a relationship or whatever, your men look at you as a whore, so they can enact all of these like sexual fantasies against you. When you're inside of a relationship, when you become the mother, you become the Madonna, and it doesn't turn them on to have sex with you. It's really like they have like a really twisted, weird fantasy. So I'm glad that you brought that up because I forgot to mention that yesterday.
Are
Yeah,
you
so
But
saying?
yeah,
just yeah.
also
No, that's fact.
they
So hold up. Yeah, the more a man you think the man respects you, the more he's disrespecting you. And I should have said because men essentially do want to be in relationships, not just with a woman who can be a mother, to children, but a woman who will mother him. It's sick
Just
and it's twisted. I also want y'all to remind y'all that like what it was like 88 million men who visited that platform where like married men were basically ordering substances they could give to their wives while they were asleep, and it was raping them in their sleep. Like that was a
um
thing.
Yeah.
Because like that's her punishment for fighting back, for having her own mind, for him not being able to get off. Because for men, it's always about a power dynamic and having the upper hand. So even sleeping in a household, you're not safe with a man.
quick
You don't know
quick
what he
que-
doing when you're sleeping. Hold up, sir. Hold up, because you interrupt like you got something to say. Shut up.
Nah, I have a question. I
Hold
just
up, no,
wanted.
no, I don't care about your question. Don't you realize that? Nobody cares about you here, sir. Shut
Oh
up.
no, I
I'm
understand
talking.
that.
No, no, hold up. I'm gonna drop you because you really think I care about you. No, I'm talking. That's the problem. Y'all think y'all matter too much. You here asking questions cause you slow. No, keep up with the conversation. Wait your turn. Y'all weird for that. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Thank you, East, for adding that. What's up, Seven? Seven must have slept a step away.
Hi, no,
What's
I'm
up?
here. I'm
Okay.
here. Sorry.
hmm
Hi. Okay, yes. So I absolutely agree that women should stop sleeping with men. I've been saying this for such a long time. I definitely understand the whole like mothering points. Like there's been like multiple studies how like if you tell men what to do, like they'll literally stop wanting to sleep with you. And also like men are just inherently dangerous. The most common the most common cause of death for a pregnant woman is homicide by the romantic partner. Women are more likely to be killed by the romantic partner than anybody else, even a stranger. So you should be more fearful than the man that you're sleeping with than a random man on the street. So those things are just terrifying. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Also, another thing to add, you should really stop sleeping with men because when you do, your nervous system's dysregulated, you feel anxious. I genuinely feel like this horrible energy transfer whenever after I'm intimate with men. I feel like drained, like almost like like a vampire just sucked the life out of me. So I don't know. I just feel like that's a sign.
Yeah, because men think that when they finally sleep with you, they've conquered you. That's the whole thing about that, and it's the reality of that can make you feel like shit, like somebody basically use you in your body.
Yep.
Hold up, boom. What's up, the biggest Jan?
Hey y'all. I'm honestly, I'm like just listening to everybody's opinion, and somebody had came here and said y'all so on point with all of this. I've been celibate now for it's going on a year, and I'm just like I'm so disgusted with men. I'm very like I've just given up at the thought of even being intimate with a man, entertaining a man, because at the end of the day, it's like we're just used as these tools and these props. And I forgot who just was speaking, but you do feel very drained and used and just you feel exhausted after dealing with the man. No, and regardless of anything, it's always for their gain. We're not getting anything out of it. We're never satisfied. We're not, as you would say, getting off when we're being intimate with them. It's like what are we getting out of it at the end of the day? And it's just like they like we were talking about the topic of when they want us to come so pure and so, oh my god, if you how many men have you slept with in this, but when we're actually valuing ourselves, um they don't want boundaries. So it's like, which one do you want? They don't want a woman that's easy, but when you tell them, oh, I don't want to, I want to get to know you, I don't want to take those steps, they get boring, they get dry, they don't want to talk to you any longer. It's so confusing and it's so exhausting. It's just nice to be in a community and talk to some level-headed women who are in the same space as me. So
So
yeah.
when you say what you get out of is important for us to understand. That penetrative sex is something that benefits men and something that's been censored is like the default, right? Sex is over when he gets off, not when you do, right? They say, you didn't get yours before I got mine, so be it. That's how disrespectful it comes down to. And we have to understand that when it comes to having sex with a man for a woman, it's like it end up being a male centered thing because again, not only he centered his pleasure, the woman is too. So it's like it's validation. It's validation that my body got this man off. Y'all gotta really think of how demeaning that is. And like again, as women, we've been socialized to think that way. And when we talk about celibacy, I think it's important that we realize that celibacy is more like a sobriety. And the longer you've been celibate, the less you want to be intimate with men. And you understand like the wool that's been pulled over our eyes. Thank you for adding your 2 cents though. What's up, that boy?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. What you want to say?
I really don't agree with the points that are being made, but I'm just listening
Hold
in.
up,
I
real
think it's
quick.
just
Hold up.
fantastic.
Just clarification. Do you sleep with men?
I do not.
So what do you disagree with then?
Well, just the premise of what you guys are speaking about.
Like, I be more
Uh,
direct. What do you say?
I am,
What are you
but you keep
saying?
interrupting. I'm saying the prompt says women should stop sleeping with men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the problem is the man. I think it's the women and the people they're choosing to sleep with,
Okay, I
which
got
is
you with
men.
that. Because, hold up, this is also a sign of accountability for women. So if you think there's something wrong with the woman, women got to accept that. In the society that we live in, we don't do well picking right. All right, we don't pick the right man. We not healed enough to be in these productive relationships. So, like, yeah, your best bet
But
is to just remove yourself from the equation.
well, I wouldn't say that
No, I
100%
agree. No, sir, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. I don't understand. Why are you giving me pushback?
Well, I just wanted to just, finish up my, point without being interrupted. I know you the host, but you gotta let other people finish their points before you.
Corey Smarty, I ain't gotta let a motherfucker do nothing in my space. What's up, Smarty?
Hey, what's up? Exactly. I
Hey.
damn sure agree. You ain't got to let a motherfucker do nothing in your space. Motherfucker can sleep with themselves and sleep with the same sex. I agree wholeheartedly. Every time you sleep with a man, they always devalue you. So what's the point? If every time I sleep with you, you're going to devalue and demean me in some kind of way, it's always some sort of degradation and embarrassment ritual when sleeping with you anyway. So I see no point. What is the purpose of sleeping with you? If every time I sleep with any man while single, I'm devalued. It makes
That's
no
the
sense.
problem.
A man will shut up, mophead. You sit up here
My
and
pet
you'll
is crazy.
say a woman, shut
He
up,
agreed with
mophead. You
me.
heard exactly what I just said. So let
The
me
host
talk and let me
agreed
get my
with
shit
what I
out.
just said.
Shut up. I want to talk
Like,
and you're not going to speak over me. Like I said, a lot of you mophead ass niggas like you always want to sit up here and say a woman is invaluable if she sleep with more than one person, as if she's supposed to just be with one person for the rest of her fucking life, as if that one relationship is supposed to work out for the rest of her fucking life, as if nothing could ever happen and you don't get along with the one person that you gave your virginity to. It's supposed to work out. It doesn't always be that way. But for some reason, when men hear about purity, it's pedophilia. I associate it with pedophilia, PD.
Because
At
it's
the end of the
tight, it's
day,
fresh.
I
Yep.
associate it with that because you want someone pure. You want someone who's at the age of 9 or 10 or 13. I'm a grown ass woman. If the shit don't work, it just don't work. I'm moving forward. And
Yeah,
not
just so
only
y'all
that, it's
know.
about experience. Go ahead.
Just so y'all know, the age of consent in the U.S. for a very long time was between ages 10 and 12, and in Delaware it was 7 years old, I believe. Do me a favor, y'all. When y'all see, hold on, where it go? Why did shit disappear like that? That's crazy. Can y'all make sure y'all tapping the screen, sharing live out, send y'all daily heart me. If you're a group of people on the panel, y'all can support them by gifting. At this point, everybody spoke, so we can just open the panel.
Okay, can I say something?
It's just sad, Tara. Like these men to sit up here and try and condemn you for sleeping with them, but at the same time, they manipulate and lie to women to gain access, only to get to sleep with them. But
well,
then
I
you
think we're
devalue
coming
me for
off point though.
believing and accepting the lies. You devalue a woman for doing just that. So there's no purpose of
No
sleeping with you
man
to
on this
begin with.
panel said they
Shut
devalue
up.
a
I don't want
woman
to hear
for
But
that.
y'all do in general.
Did you
That's the
not read the
You
point.
prompt?
said
You do in
when you're
general.
single, you
Hold
said
on,
when you're single, you decide to sleep with certain men who.
hold on. We're not about to censor a man even when we arguing with him. We gonna open the panel for other people to add points so we can talk about the point.
Yeah, I wanted to add in on what East has said about the Madonna complex. Basically, men they don't see themselves as pure. They see
Oh, here you
themselves
go,
as
real
dirty.
quick. Let me just say that when y'all see me pin this a reminder to send your heart means y'all. Um, go ahead, Jafari.
Yeah, they see themselves as dirty, and they are disgusted with their own what's in between their legs. Like a lot of men, if you that's why a lot of them act like that when they mix to a gay boy or anything. They scared of what's between their legs. Like they're disgusted by it. That's why when you have been touched, you as a woman, you have been through it with a lot of men. You have been had experience with a lot of men. They see that as dirty and nasty because you've been touching that thing. You've been touching that thing that is so nasty to them. It's so nasty to them. It's
That's
So
the
gross.
whole point.
Jafari,
That's what the
hold up,
Madonna Newport
Jafari,
complex
hold up
is.
real quick. Hold up real quick, Jafari. I want you to add insight too.
Hold on, put it on.
When the idea, I think the idea becomes the men will sleep outside of a relationship with just women, but they also sleep with men. So can you add something about that on them?
About them being able to sleep with men and stuff.
Yeah, like the DLs is basically. I want you to address the DLs and how prevalent they are.
Oh, DLs are very prevalent, but they also discuss it with themselves too. So when they see
Yeah,
they
we
see
know
a
that.
little they see a little feminine gay boy, then they get a little uncomfortable too, because you've been touching a lot of the peen what's in between their legs. Oh yeah, they get disgusted by that too. So it
Yeah,
works in
but
both communities.
I'm not sure Drigo want to talk about this, but also that like she better come out and put up there. The fact that this idea that like they want feminine men so that they can like have sex with, like in their booty, but they also these men get in bottom by these men. Like part of it is like he put on this for show that like he this straight man or whatever. And like he's the dominant type, and he all aggressive with this woman. But when he finds this feminized man or this trans male, he want to get bent over, rammed in real hard. He wants to be the lady for a night or whatever. What's up, Drika?
Hey Tara, hey East, hey everybody.
Hey,
Drika
Um,
baby.
hey, Drika.
Hey,
hey y'all,
hey,
hey. You said it, Tara. I mean, I think that's the most important part. I just wanted to be clear that a lot of these men, they're bottoming. They play because again, once you understand that with hegemonic masculinity, there is a role that men want to play, and women and they want to gain social capital, and them being perceived as straight and masculine and seeming like the provider, and their ability to have access to women and being able to have children is where they get the social capital. So by the time they get with these men, hold on y'all, these motherfuckers, by the time they get with these men, trans male form or gay man form, whatever form they come in, they gonna be the bottom. They want to leave that straight presenting masculine shit to the daytime world, I guess, for lack of a better term. So yeah, I think women need to understand that we're just a tool in this game that men are playing with each other in their hierarchy. That's why we
Facts.
shouldn't fuck
Can I
them.
add to you, Drika? I want to also add to Drika. Like, a lot of men do not understand the anatomy of a woman's
Hey, Mello.
body. They don't understand like how a female body works. Neither do they take the time to ask questions. They just automatically assume because another man told them whatever it is that they need to tell them to get access and proximity to the body, but they don't really understand the functions of the anatomy of a female body. I don't think they get that. They understand that we can push out a 10-pound baby through our vaginas. They don't understand how to get a woman aroused, yet alone an orgasm, which is why a lot of women have not experienced an orgasm with direct penetration from a penis. They don't get that part. So I wanted to add that to you, Drika. They don't.
I
They
wanted.
don't
I
take
want
out
to
the
I
time
think.
to
piggyback
ask. So what's
piggyback
the
So that's
off
a
of
good.
that.
purpose?
Hold
Absolutely.
up,
That
real quick. That was a point I wanna also add. One of the another shaming tactics that men have used. I don't know if it's still said, but I remember hear often that like, oh, your walls been locked down, or like you ran through and you loose. And the fact that we give birth to babies should like show you how like that's false. Because that in itself make women think, oh, I need to be tighter, I need to be I need to do all these things, and it's another way that his pleasure becomes sensual, because it's like, oh,
Exactly.
was I, yeah.
And that's where the husband stitch came from, right? I mean, I've never been married. I'm happily child free, but you literally have doctors and husbands that after women give birth, they get so paranoid that their husband will say that they're too loose, that if they have to get sewn up, they'll get an extra stitch. It's literally called the husband stitch. And really quickly on that point, it's really sad. I've never been married. I have known so many women that are married in long-term relationships that have never achieved an O, to the point where I was flabbergasted when I was younger, because when you talk about these, we all have, our girlfriends, and we'll talk over wine or whatever. You talk about things like this, and it was so eye-opening to me, because a lot of married women will have you think that they're, that part of their life, well, at least I have living this, right? I got the living D, I can be aroused. And someone like me, who's usually chronically single, I'm not going to lie, I'm fine with it. But that's always, you would think, a benefit, right? That you have this man here, you don't have to worry about certain things whenever you want it. And then when you find out that so many women have never achieved that, and like y'all ladies are saying, it's because a lot of men don't care or take the time to learn their women's bodies. I had a boyfriend one time, and he never understood foreplay, to the point where anytime he wanted that to happen, the penetration, my body was so tense. And he told me one day that he was so worried about it that he talked to an older relative, and his older relative had to tell him about foreplay. And we were in our late 20s. And I was amazed that this man did not understand a woman's body, to the point where that wasn't the reason I broke up with him, but it added up to it, because eventually I didn't even want to be around him. I didn't want him to touch me or kiss me, because he did not know how to respond to my body. So when you're facing this and you understand that a lot of men operate like this, again, it makes it really easy. Because I'm trying to speak to the ladies out there that are celibate like me, or wanting to be celibate, and you're afraid that you may lose your sexuality. You can be very sexual and very sexual and still be celibate. And I think a lot of the times society does not want women to know this, because this means, like what many of us are saying, you don't need to have a man to achieve sexual satisfaction. And I know that makes a lot of men uncomfortable, but we're being honest. So I really want ladies out there, if you're wanting to be celibate or even explore it, please don't let society make you feel as though you're doing that, you're going to be an old nun and you might as well just give it up, because that's not the case. Again, you can be very sexual. You can, explore your body and yourself and do it in a safe, fun, responsible way.
Bliss,
You better
I
off.
want to add to that.
Hold on. You better off using a rose to get an orgasm than direct penetration from a
I was just
penis.
about to say
It's
Oh
going
that.
to work.
God!
The
Like,
rose
you
going to
better
work.
off using. No, I don't care what these men say in the chat or
Mm-hmm.
on this panel. You better off getting an orgasm from a rose and a
Bring it in.
dildo
It will
than
work.
you are direct
But what
penetration. And I
about
want to add
actual
this:
connect?
it's a lot of men. It's a lot of women. I'm sorry, a lot of women who do get C-sections, cesarean deliveries, because they feel like their spouse might think if they were to do natural birth that it will stretch out and it will not be the same. It's a lot of women who feel that way because of a man. And I know them personally. And I know men who would say to their homeboys, oh, she did a cesarean delivery. She didn't do natural birth and push her baby out. So that means she's still tight and she's still good,
Well,
which is absolutely absurd. It's absurd
Very.
because a
I know
vagina
some
is a muscle. Shut up,
incidences.
shut up. I'm tired of your mop head ass
I
speaking
know
over
in
me. I
some
don't give a damn.
incidences where it's
You know I don't give
more
a damn. You
about the
trying to
health
speak over me
factor of
when
the
I'm trying to
baby.
teach you something. And that's the problem with a lot of you men now.
Well, I
Y'all
know
get in
a
the
lot of
way. Your pride and ego gets in the way of a teachable moment, which is why you can't make a woman orgasm.
well, you're not
Shut
really
up. No,
saying
you
anything
not. I am
about
saying
you,
something. I'm
honestly.
saying that you can't make a woman
Because you
orgasm. You
saying the
think you
reason why
can. No, you think you can and you can't. And I'm
can't get
trying
an
to tell you
orgasm
something,
or
and you
have a
still
baby
not
through
listening
vaginal
with
birth
your mop
is
head
because of
ass.
man.
You still not.
You
You
Hey,
still not
let us
listening.
literally saying
You
everything.
still not listening with
let
your
us
mop
spit,
head
man.
ass
Let us spit.
dreads.
Let us
Shut
spit.
up.
Let us spit.
You
We
still. I don't
next.
give a
You've been
damn. I'm
spitting the
trying to
whole
speak to
time. She
you.
not saying
No,
nothing,
because
but
you're
you're
not
right. I'm
saying
gonna let her
nothing. You're
talk.
not saying
Go
nothing.
ahead.
The
I'm
rest of
not
y'all niggas be
insulting you
saying
in any
stupid shit.
way.
I don't give a damn, but I'm
You're
insulting you,
insulting
so I don't
me,
give a fuck, bitch.
of course,
All of
because
y'all
you
be
have no
saying dumb
respect for
shit.
yourself.
Y'all get up.
That's
No, I
why
do. I have a lot of respect for
you
myself, and
can't.
I ain't
If this
choosing
is
no
how you
nigga like you.
speaking,
Just
this is
know
not
that.
how a woman
I'm
Hold
just
up,
speaks.
saying
hold
like
up,
that. I don't give a
y'all.
fuck.
Hold up, y'all. Who was talking first?
She
She
go
was
ahead.
going.
I
Let her
was.
finish, man.
All right,
Smarty was
all right, go
talking
ahead.
first.
Where's
I
Monty?
was. These weak ass niggas on the panel always got some stupid shit to say, as always. Your asses never want to listen. It's always your ego and your pride getting in the
Well,
way
you
of a
talk too
teachable
much.
moment. Exactly. You
You
see what I'm
Hold
talk
talking
up.
too
about?
much.
You prove
Hold
my
up,
point
sir.
every fucking time you speak with your dirty dread head ass. Your
Thank
motherfuckers
you.
don't even know your dirty dread ass. You don't
Thank
even
you.
wash your
Hold
hair.
up, hold up, Smarty. Hold up, Smarty. What did you want to say in response, sir?
I was trying to respond to Bliss.
Oh, hold up, real quick, y'all, before I forget. Because somebody said in the comments about how the vibrator could make your coochie numb or whatever. This idea that like toys desensitize women is a lie that men have because they don't want you to use the toys because they cannot replicate the behavior or the feeling that you get from the toys.
Hey, I'm gonna say,
But
do
go
you
ahead.
the motherfucker?
Hold up, boom.
Use
Hold
the
up,
toy.
boom. Hold up, boom. Hey, Tasha. Go ahead. Get biggest in.
I was just tapping off of what Bliss was saying, kind of sort of the same thing as you was leading into, Tara, like how these men, how they don't care about foreplay and they don't care about intimacy on any level. It's really just about them getting off. My thing is like, why is it always such a rush with these men when it becomes sexual? Like, there's never a need to want to know the anatomy of our body. Every woman is different. That's first. And me personally, I'm 30 years old. I've never experienced the O with a man.
Whoa!
Ever. I've
But
never
hold up,
experienced the O.
hold up, boom. Hold up, boom. No. Let me tell you something. A lot of the women who saying they have are lying. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Exactly.
That if you
If
know
they don't
how
know it.
anatomy, hold up, you know how anatomy works, and it's the fact that like anybody who knows anything about human sexuality know that women get off to clitoral stimulation. Yeah, you got men who don't even want to give oral, right? Penetration is something that centers men pleasure. That's why like we're like taught that that's the highlight. Oh, it got to be penetration, even to the point where like they will diminish women who are with women. Like, oh, if there's no penetration, nothing's really happening because like
Serious.
everybody's been taught. Hold up, sir. Everybody's been taught to center men's pleasure. So like the fact that you saying that, yeah, a lot of women won't say it because like we have to be honest about the faking and pretending.
And
And
I'm
like
faking
with
99% of the time. I'm not even gonna make that up. Like, I'm usually faking, and I do this to give pleasure to the man, which is sad. But the fact that I have to put on an act in order for a man to receive his O, and I'm left afterward feeling used and drained, it's sad. It really is.
Associate squirting with coming too, which is insane. You associate squirting with coming. That's not me coming just because you see me squirting out some shit. That means you know how to hit an
That's the
area.
level of it. It's
Like,
stages
bruh, this
to
is
O's. That is the final stage. Listen. I've been blessed enough. That is, if you are, and I don't even know if we could say that. That's the last stage. It takes a lot to go there, and honestly, to even be able to squirt, even with a man. Typically, you would have already had to have them first levels of having O's. And usually, as a woman, if you want to be able to have O's, you have to learn how to do that to yourself first. That's the trick. So, I'm just being real. Most women who have, if you've never been able to give yourself an O, you probably have never had an O with a man, because you as a woman need to know what you need to get there. And unfortunately, like all the ladies are saying, most men don't have the time or patience or care to even go there with us on that journey. So that's why I always tell, when I meet a woman that has never had an O, and I can always tell, because when you have one, you know what it feels like. So when they haven't had one, I'm always like, well, do you spend time with yourself? And the moment I hear no, or they get embarrassed about it, then that's all I need to know. A lot of women if you don't know how to please your body, he's not going to learn. And I'm not putting that on him. I'm putting that on us. And this is what they want. They want us to not know our bodies, so we can just lay there and let them jackrabbit us, and they can go about their day.
listen.
I
A
wanted
rose
to,
is better.
hold
A
up,
rose hit better.
hold
I ain't
up.
gonna lie.
Let me hold up. I want to clarify the thing about the squirting thing. Yeah. So that liquid that's held in your urethral sponge, like, yeah, but like this idea that is the last stage, that wouldn't be actually accurate. You can achieve an orgasm without squirting.
Can a man say
Right, but
something?
it's that final stage,
No,
girl.
you
It's that like
cannot.
number
No,
You don't have a
six.
be.
no,
You don't have a
no.
womb. Shut up. You don't have a womb. You're not a woman.
Y'all men always trying to speak on women's bodies, how we react, how we should respond, but you're not a woman. And I find it interesting how men always want to have an opinion on how women's bodies function, what we should do, trying to control our bodies and everything we do, but you're not a woman. But anytime we speak about a man and how we want to be treated and the things that you do that it's not right as far as in your behavior, it's an issue. I find that very ironic.
I wanted to
I'm gonna
talk
be real.
about the desensitization why men think
Hold on,
that
Jafar, you can go next. So go ahead, Ace.
Okay.
Yeah, can I go after him?
yes,
Yeah,
I
mute
think
up.
And can I go
the
after that? I'm gonna mute up.
Nigga, mute
the
up.
the reason why men thinks that it's gonna desensitize like your clitoris, first of all, in the woman's clitoris, there's tens of thousands of nerves, right? Tens of thousands. So there's no such thing as like desensitizing it. However, the reason why men feel like we can desensitize it is because men have extreme porn addictions, and they masturbate, like jerk off a lot. Like they will jerk off to like maybe 3 to 4 times a day if they ain't got nothing better to do. And for them, it's harder and harder for them to achieve a climax because they, first of all, one, they put like a fucking gorilla anaconda grip on it and they beat their shit to the fucking ground. And by the time that they get to the 3rd or 4th month, it's so hard. Sometimes they give up. And so they're thinking to themselves like, well, they didn't knock the motherfucking brain cell, the stem cells off of their dick, so we must be doing the same thing. Actually, women don't usually like use their rows every single day, multiple times a day. That's something that men do.
I'm gonna be real. I never thought like squirting was real. Like I always thought they just put water up there and just start
It's real.
squirting it
No,
out.
no, it's
I didn't know that was
no.
real.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah, you can have fluid. That's fluid from the urethral sponge that you see, but that's all
Yeah,
you had
see,
to say. Go. All
I
right,
don't
go
know
ahead,
nothing
Chosen.
about. Yeah, I don't know nothing
Hold
about
on.
the female
All right,
body.
that's fine. We're gonna let Chosen go.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing I speak about, or what I mean, I'm not trying to jump to a conclusion, but what I've been hearing is y'all only speak on the physical connection that, or the way y'all feel physically, or during or after, you know, I don't know words I can say on here, but you know, during the time. But how about y'all dig deeper into like how it could further a connection between people? Now, I'm not sure if you're talking about all women should become lesbian or celibate or
No,
you know whatever.
that's not what I was saying. But I'm glad you made that point because essentially, like we have men who essentially say that like they are afraid and scared to be vulnerable with women. So even achieving this ideal closeness isn't happening and end up being one sided.
And you
We
feel like
already
that's
talked about how men don't like to perform foreplay because to them it becomes too intimate. It becomes too vulnerable. So when you're sitting here talking about someone, well, how about
Hey,
how about you just try to no, that's a male issue.
A songwriter.
What's a male issue? I'm sorry. What's a male issue?
Not being able to perform foreplay.
You
Because
got to
it becomes too intimate.
Before you,
And also too, foreplay is usually
Thank you, Apple.
women focused. It's usually more focused toward on women. That's why when like I said earlier, when married couples go to like those sexologist people, they're usually focused on the man and how the man needs to pleasure the woman. It's almost never a sexologist teaching a woman how to please her man.
so is it true you have to lick it before you stick it, like the songwriter said?
Can I drop
you
boom?
freak? Yeah, because he freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye. He's childish.
He's childish and fat and old, and those are diabolical combinations.
Nobody wants all
Men,
that.
though. They be the type of men. They be on here. Like, that's exactly what we have to deal with.
They be so lame and disgusting,
but,
and they be
yeah.
thinking like, "Oh my God," they be full of themselves, nasty bastards.
Oh, okay. So, I know I'm a little late to the convo, but you already addressed my point initially about I said physical connection, and then you said, emotional connection. You said that men have barriers up that make that
Yes, yeah.
harder?
So when
Or
when it comes to a true connection, men are the ones holding back. So like, yeah, that's a weird thing to want to come into a room with women to make. That's what men are doing.
no,
And a
that's
man
not.
who's trying to hold up, a man who's claiming that he's going to Pound Town and basically is like thrusting his body in a aggressive way on that woman is not centering or thinking about connections. Sir, let's be for real. What's up, Infinite?
I was okay.
Yeah, that's silly. Like the way men become womanizers, the way conquering woman is tied to your ego, the way men will put their dick in a wet hole, a wet towel on the fucking ground, and then talk about connection is interesting. That's never
Um,
been women's problem.
is the point you're trying to make on the prompt that you said not turn them into lesbian or just
No, hold on. I don't
celibacy
know. Hold on.
is
Y'all
not your
keep talking
main
about.
focus.
Hold on. I'm gonna add clarity to that one. Because a lot of this, like is stated, is projection. Like if you think about men in men's spaces like the military and prison and places where large amount of men gather, the idea if there's no women, then I guess we fucking men. Y'all project that onto women. No one even was talking about being a lesbian in this
Oh no,
conversation.
I was just saying that because the background of the prompt is are lesbian.
Not.
That's why I mentioned
I
that.
don't see. There's no lesbian in the background.
I'm sorry, but the prompt is two women holding each other, so I thought
That
maybe.
is a good
Yeah.
point. Mito, she explained it. But Tara, I think that is a great point, and I'm glad that you and you done said this a few times. I'm glad you reiterating it because yeah, men. He's identifying this as these two women who are just being affectionate towards each other because they're friends. He is associating that with what he's thinking because for him, if this would have been him and his homeboy, it would have been penetration, and that's what he's like conflating. It would have been a semen infested pool by the time him and his shit and semen infested pool by the time him and his homeboy finish, and that's what he's thinking about. So yeah, when men are in community with each other, when men are in gathering together, and if there is
Fine.
no other women, they
Let her
will
finish, bro.
be
Let her
with
finish.
each other. No, y'all
That's
trying
why
to interrupt. That's
that's
interesting.
why they project onto the girls trips. Like a lot of times they're like, oh, yeah, that's why y'all go on girls trips, or women are secretly trying to fill each other up and things like that. And Drika has said this before because they think that Drika has said before that when men are like very close with each other, they are afraid that they may accidentally fuck each other, and they have started. So they
It's just
think that the
like
same thing.
They be
So
scared. What the word is? They homochondriac. They or whatever that word is. They homochondriac. That's what it is. They scared to fuck each other. Not that they don't like it. They just scared they're gonna fall off and suck a cock or
Picking
something.
upwards now.
No, that's the
Yes.
real word. Look it up. It's in the dictionary.
So yeah, I wasn't trying to
And it's
jump.
in the dictionary right next to handkerchief head Negro. It's in the dictionary. Go look it
Yeah,
up.
I wasn't trying to jump to any conclusion on the thing I said. I was just trying to get a deeper clarification of what she meant
Thank you,
because she said it
anti-troll.
wasn't necessarily
Hold up,
coming.
sir. Hold up, real quick, y'all. If y'all in here, make sure y'all tapping the screen. Let's get past 45K. If y'all haven't already done so, can y'all help me complete my live goal? Tap the screen, and if you agree with people said on the panel, you can support them by gifting. Go ahead, finish what you talking about, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to jump to a conclusion, but I was just trying to get a deeper clarification of what you meant before the
well, you're
lady
not the
started
only
to
person
insult
that
me.
came up. You're not the only man that came up here and said that. Like almost every single man that every time Tara
I
hosts
didn't say
this
anything. I
hold
asked.
on. Let me just say this. Every time
Sapien.
Tara hosts this conversation, everyone will get up here and say, well, if you're not gonna have sex with the men, then you must gonna be lesbians and have sex with each other. And that's because when men get together and there's no women around, they do tend to fuck each other. Men participate in this thing called
You lying.
situational. Hold on one second. Men participate in something called situational homosexuality, and depending on the situation, if there are not women around,
Thank you,
they
Infinite.
fuck
Thank you,
each other.
Pressure.
look how like like heterosexual men that don't have like sexual
Thank you,
desires
Moonlight.
towards men will go to prison and end up, you know, fucking men. Men fuck each other in the military, men fuck each other, you know, all of the time. They're actually very homoerotic in the like those Call of Duty lounges where they're like calling each other, telling the men to, oh, shut up, suck my dick, nigga. Da, da, da. That's a form of like aggressive homoeroticism.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Very
So,
much agreed. The fact
I
that, hold on, I just wanted to add to East. The fact that men have to lie and manipulate to get access to a woman shows you how sick and sadistic a lot of men are. Okay. The fact that how men who are gay in prison, how they infringe upon your free space and will rape you at any given time they want to take it away from you. And then you experience what women have to deal with when dealing with y'all. You get to see how predatory men are when you're amongst each other in a facility where you have no choice but to be amongst other men and there's no women involved. And you know what? Deep down, I'm kind of happy that men have to experience that because men don't understand what it's like to be a woman out in open society and having to deal with your
Thank you,
raggedy
Queen.
asses, with your harassment on a day-to-day basis, and the things you do and say and the behaviors that you exhibit out
right.
on a day-to-day basis. It's ridiculous. Shut up. You're not
Woman
listening. You're
great
so quick to
No, I'm
talk.
listening. I'm listening. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
but you're not
Hold up,
listening,
y'all.
Ricky.
I'm
Hold
listening.
up,
Chosen.
y'all. Hold
I'm
up. No,
listening.
I'm gonna let Ricky go so we can open the panel back up. Go ahead, Ricky.
Hey, I forgot what I was gonna say. You got me
Hold
on.
up. Hey, Tanisha, it's fine. We can just open the panel, but if you don't know what you're gonna say.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead,
we
keep
gonna
talking.
open the panel up. I would just want to respond to what she was saying. Now, I feel like it's disgusting for you to say that. I'm happy that men have to go through being sexually assaulted in prison, especially innocent men. I feel like that's extremely wrong of you to say. I feel like it would better example, but
I don't give a fuck.
okay.
I don't give a fuck because a lot of men don't give a fuck about how we feel when we are out in public. You don't take no for an answer. You don't want to distance yourselves when we say no. You
You
sexually
generalizing
assault
though.
us, sexually abuse
But I
us.
think,
Nobody gives a fuck.
And again,
but I think, hold up, real quick. I think it's important to also include that, like, not all of it is like assault. Like, they're doing it consensually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's
They
a consensual
definitely
thing
be
for them.
down with it. They definitely be down with it.
Yeah, it's
And that's
usually not.
historical. That goes back to like Roman empires and all of that. Historically, what we're saying is true.
well,
I
the
mean, this is
Spartans.
thousands of years.
If the Spartans were, that was definitely a different situation.
We don't have to go
It's
to the
not the same
Spartans. Hold up.
situation.
Hold up. We don't have to go to the Spartans. We can go to the
You just
military.
shooting bad men.
Hold
That's
up,
what's up.
sir. Hold
Okay.
up, sir. We
Right,
can talk
it's
about our
historical.
military. Hold up. I was just watching a video the other day about during World War One. It was an outbreak of STIs, and this often happened because the men on the military base be having sex with each other, unprotected too. They don't use protection.
Mm-hmm. And you know what they did,
Yeah.
Tara? They blamed the
One that
they
rape
hold on,
kids, horses.
Tara, hold on 1 second. You know what they did? Because because there was an outbreak of STIs, they blamed the women around the unmarried women around that lived around that military base. They could not conceive that the men were fucking each other, so instead they started to blame the women and bring women in to the force women to go see the doctor to get them checked up and things like that. Y'all been fucking each other for a very long time, for since the beginning of time. We don't have to talk about the Romans.
And it's the other men too there, right? Like a lot of times, and I'm glad you said that because I always thought it was suspicious the way they tried to make it seem like it was working women, like in Vietnam and in Germany and all these places where they were at, Japan, wherever, France, whoever. They was also fucking the men because if you think they're gonna stop at fucking each other and
What about
not
the
using,
trannies? They
hold on,
fucking.
can you stop interrupting? Stop it. You ain't have nothing to say. They're
He
also
was
gonna
excited.
use that. He is excited because I'm on his scrotum. That's what he do. They also was sleeping with the men of the village too, because that's the way that they can say. Because what men do is they rationalize things all the time. They often are rationalizing big things. But I also want to know, Tara, I had seen earlier a map or they was discussing the age of consent in every continent, and whenever black men specific want to talk about like the Atlantic slave trade, they want to try to make it seem like the Europeans, you know, are the reason why
We're
these
gonna
certain
fuck
things
robots
happen.
next.
Hold on. They want to blame the Europeans for everything. Y'all look at the age of consent across the continents, and you do the math. It's a man problem. It's a man problem. These men actively want to sleep with children, and that's just a sidebar. On
Right
top of
on,
them
man.
sleeping with men, they want to sleep with children. And Louisiana, I mean not Louisiana, but the United States is one of the Americas is one of the continents that have very
Thank you,
low age of
Christian.
consent, and it ain't 18. The United States age of consent is not 18.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
not.
how I was saying that. It was a whole child bride movement here in the U.S. where like the age of consent used to be between 10 and 12, and then like I said, Delaware was 7. And you got to understand when those laws change, they don't automatically change. That's why when they romanticize like our grandmothers essentially being these relationships these men for these long term, a lot of our grandmothers were young girls when they got with our grandfathers, and not willingly too. So yeah,
I was just
niggas
talking.
nasty.
Yeah, I was just
But
talking about how the people think that arranged marriages was something that only happens in like Arab and Indian cultures, but no, in very early on, like
Thank you, Day.
right after black people were like removed from slavery, black people were instituting arranged marriages as well. Like in the black American culture, we also had arranged marriages. Our fathers were also selling us off to older men as well. So when they talk about like, oh, like w-
Thank you,
uh
Adrian.
these
It
when
was
they
in a
talk
color
about, oh,
purple.
your grandmother was, it was in the color purple, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
why they was
Yeah.
upset. Yeah, East. That's why the men was upset with I forget her name because she a lesbian. That's why they was
Alice
upset.
Walker.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Jane Doe. Thank y'all for gifting. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, a lot of men were. What is it? Steven Spielberg, the white guy who directed, and they was real mad about it. Like they painted him in a negative light, but that was happening. Definitely happening. That like young girl, because this idea is weird. Because now it's like, oh, people marry for love, and it's romanticized like this thing that's happening for consensual adults. And there's a lot of problematic things that happen today. Even when you think about how women change their name and lose their identity, end up doing domestic work and labor. But like, no, it started as something where like men were using their resources to have access to young girls. That's the history of something today we romanticize as this beautiful thing. And they got that scene in it where like, when she laying in the bed and the belt's moving, he on top of her, because that's what it is, him getting on top of you and doing your business. That's what we've romanticized.
Yep.
Men
Thank
getting
y'all
on
for the
top of you and
kids.
doing their business.
I do appreciate y'all for the
I
kids.
wonder how is it that women that are older don't find interest in men that are younger, that are 18 and 21, but yet and still somebody who's 30, a man that is in between the ages of 30 and 40 and 50 find interest in an 18-year-old or a 21-year-old as if they share common interests.
Well, they
yeah,
I don't
Let's
y'all
talk about
understand
this.
that.
have y'all
It
I've seen
makes
older
seen
no sense
women with little
whatsoever.
kids.
Well, let me answer real
Lil
quick before y'all
Perry?
men jump on it. Hold on. Well, Smarty, their justification for it is about fertility. That's their justification for it, but we
You
know
don't
that's
even
not
let
what it
men
is.
speak.
That's why earlier you will
Shut
get.
the fuck up,
Hold
nigga.
on.
Dick,
Wait, hold
hoe.
on. Hold on. Hold on. When you had the opportunity, sir, you ain't had nothing to say. You was stuttering and fumbling. You
Kid.
was nervous. You got cold feet.
Want to talk over?
You bombed on the stage. Now you want to
Nah,
overtalk. But when I was saying earlier about the hegemonic masculinity, that's what I'm talking about.
nah.
Them performing the masculinity and using this
Man.
idea of having children and women as a way to get social capital. So the way they can justify dating teenagers is by saying it's about the fertility.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken,
Not.
fertility in like 16 rules and young teens is actually worse because it also have complications as well as older women. So I don't think that's a true statement. But y'all might
No,
have
it's just a
different.
propaganda. And I was gonna say this is East. I don't know if
Stay
you want.
mad.
Hold up, Ricky. The only person up here mad, I'm gonna drop you because you're the mad one. You're crashing out, Ricky. You're crashing out. I don't know if East want to chime in on this, but talking about how like the age of consent now, like yeah, they 18. And it's interesting because a lot of these men groom the girls when they're younger. We don't talk about that enough, and like sometimes they might pop up when she's 18, but they've been messing around for a while. But these men who say they'll go as young as 18, if the age of consent was younger, they would go much younger. Which is why I keep stating that the age of consent was as young as it was in the country because like men was going, they didn't give a fuck.
Here, it's
If
not
they say
18 in the United States. The age of consent is not 18.
No,
That's what was
I think
shocking.
it's 16, and it's 16.
Yeah, it's
yeah, but
16. Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, right, the way the age of consent thing works, if you're 16, the highest age of consent you could give to a person has to be 18. I think the
This shit
legal.
is absurd.
I
That
think
ain't
that's
nothing
how
to
that
brag
works.
about. That ain't nothing to brag about. And no
I
man
didn't
ain't
brag
fighting for
about
that
anything.
shit.
I just stated.
I
I
know.
just
I'm
stated
Yeah,
just
the
saying
fact.
it ain't
it's
nothing to brag
not
about.
the age of consent for 16 for a 16-year-old for their partner would be 21 or 22, I think. But if you think about it, why the fuck would a 21-year-old man would be with a 16-year-old girl? That's disgusting.
Yeah, it most definitely is.
Now all that talking y'all was trying to do when I had the mic, now y'all mute. Y'all so fucking
Right.
Oh
weird.
no! Like what I was gonna say
Wait,
was
who?
Lil Kim. What I was gonna say is Lil Kim. She her boyfriend is real young, like 20 something. I was gonna say that.
Hey
But yeah, like
Chanel.
Okay,
it be a lot of.
Marcus Houston wife he married his wife at 18. Well,
Yeah,
like
they
for
just
every
popped up in a relationship. They
yeah,
just popped up in a
just
relationship.
happened
Yeah,
to for
of
every
course
one
it's
They can
example
all
that
go
mostly.
I
to
see.
jail. Hold on. I don't give a fuck. She can go to jail too. Fuck her. Y'all always trying to bring up these situations. Anybody who fucking with children can go to fuck the jail. I don't care who they is. If it's the age gap that's significant, lock all of them up. I don't give a fuck. Like, why y'all always
Exactly.
do that? They ain't a feminist issue, hoping that a weird bitch fuck a young man. Anybody who messed with a teenager who grown can take their ass to jail. I don't give a fuck what happened to him in that bitch either. I don't give a fuck about them. So stop with that bullshit. Y'all get on my nerves with that like it's a debate. Fuck anybody who touch kids,
I
whoever
love
they
ooh,
are. They can unalive. I
snap.
don't give a fuck about them.
Love it, Drika. Snap. Yes, I agree.
And that's on
Wholeheartedly,
period.
I agree. Snap. I like it.
Y'all always trying to have a got you moment with like bringing up these women. Fuck them, like fuck them bitches. This ain't that panel. We don't. This ain't like, oh my god, we want to make it even. If a man could do it, no. When it comes to children, it's different. That's how I know y'all bitches is sick. You sick. You sick. You trying to convince us that it could be okay as long as it's equal rights around it. No. Children need to be protected. That's the biggest problem. I think feminism is the best vessel to get us to that understanding. But if feminism don't work, fuck feminism too. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? The kids gonna always come first. Y'all be some fucking losers. Losers, literally.
Yeah, that shit is sick. It does speak on like I don't know, just like even like when it comes to incest too inside of the household, like even like children, because a lot of time we like it's relationships outside, right? But like even children inside of the home are being abused by like family members, and like it's fucking sick. Like this shit is real sick. And the way we trying to gloss over it and like we don't talk about certain things, it should show us like how we like have romanticized some inappropriate things and we push some inappropriate things under the rug.
Agreed.
Thank y'all for the
Even when
gift.
they
Thank
want to
y'all.
try and like add religious like and biblical text to it, like if you want to take it there, there's a lot of incest going on in the Bible itself. But I don't want to digress from the topic, but there's a lot of incest shit going on in religious and biblical text if you were to read in Genesis. You get what I'm
It's a
saying?
lot of
But let's
yeah.
not go. I'm not gonna go there and bring up specific scriptures, even though I can. But it's a lot of incest that goes on in there, and God was okay with that. He didn't
It's a
he
lot
didn't tell
of
people that it was wrong to do that shit. And people today are still doing that to keep a natural bloodline.
Well,
You got people
here's
doing
the
that shit
thing.
behind closed doors.
But here's the thing about that, right? The God of the Bible is also a rapist too. Especially you think about
yep.
how old this Immaculate Conception story about how old Mary was when he essentially inseminated her. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
He
she
was
was
12,
12.
26.
right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
was
then
the Muslim one, the Aisha person, but it's also in the
Aisha was
cartoon.
9.
Or yeah, I knew it was something crazy, but it's also in the cartoon because I was seeing something about the Lion King. They was insinuating incest with that, and I'm just saying it's subtle the way they do it. Thank you, Apple, for the support. Thank all
Thank you,
y'all for the
Apple.
gifts.
Thank you,
I
Apple.
appreciate all y'all for the gifts. Y'all keep tapping. Tara should be at 75K by now. Hey, what's up, Chanel? Y'all please get Tara up to at least 75K. It's 215. Y'all make sure y'all show some love to her gift gallery. I don't know how many she got left, but y'all make sure y'all help her with a gift gallery and gift the panel if you agree with them. But yeah, it's a lot of sick propaganda that's that we be overlooking, but that's a whole nother story.
But
So
like
these freaked out freaky ass niggas.
that just goes to show like how like these religions like they main focus on gay people, but they don't never say
Thank you,
nothing about
Adrian. Thank you,
PDL.
Jazz.
Because
They
it's
don't never
the
say nothing
Bibles be
about
written
PDL.
because the Bibles be written by the PDF.
Right. Just like
Well,
the
They're literally
laws.
pocket.
written by
Just
PDFs.
like the laws, East.
If
Exactly,
y'all,
just like the laws. Like if you read like especially the King James Bible, King James was a fucking sick ass nigga. Like he was sick as fuck. Like he's the reason why isn't he the reason why we give birth on our backs?
That was a different thing, yeah, because the men wanted to see it. They want to
Yeah.
see it, but
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
think that
which
was
king it
King
was.
Henry or something. I think it was
But
Henry.
he's the
But
reason
yeah, these
why. But
niggas
then
said
also too, he was like an occultist, and like a lot of the people that like a lot of the men that had the hand in rewriting the Bible, that a lot of them were pedophiles, and that's why when anybody ever bring up the Bible, I'm like,
hey, Space Baby.
I don't know.
That
I
ain't nowhere to get no morals from.
I agree with y'all, but
That's why we think that homosexuality is a sin, when in reality it wasn't. It wasn't the homosexuality part wasn't the sin. They changed man on man to man on boy. The sin was men having sex with children, and then they changed it to men having sex with men.
Hold up, y'all. Let
Yep.
Queen go and then Fingerprint. Thank you, Splash Baby.
No, I was listening y'all up here snapping because I heard a few different points. Somebody mentioned the military. That's definitely true. I have personal experience like men saying that to me. Like I remember being at a basketball court with my son. I just had my son and I was playing basketball, teaching him how to walk. And this man was in the park playing basketball. He just invited himself into my space and asked me, can he play? I was like, sure. So we were playing basketball and then we just got into a conversation and I asked him what he do, whatever. And he was saying that he was in the military. Then somehow, some way, this conversation turned into like how men F each other in the military. And I'm looking at him like, why is you unprovoked just telling me that? I don't know if you just wanted to find a stranger to come out to, but I don't know
That's
you, bro.
an
But he
active
was saying,
aggression.
yeah, he came out and was saying, like, I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga on? Like, he just telling me how the experiences in the military. I'm like, oh, did you enjoy? He was like, yeah, but you know, niggas in there is weird. No, nigga, you're the weird one, but I ain't want to be, shit is getting dark. I'm by myself. I'm not finna try to, you know, I can hold my own, but he just started acting weird. But he was basically saying like in the Navy, specifically, like it'd be so cold, we gotta be like close to each other and shit like that. I'm like, so what y'all be in there hunching? He was like, yeah. Like he was like, yeah, niggas in the military, we go there. He just said it. He was like, niggas really go there because it's like a walk-in male like area where it's unlimited penis, basically. That's basically what he said in so many words.
Can I add
Somebody
something?
need to check on this LMT dude. That nigga typing like he having a seizure.
I wanted
But go
to
ahead
add
and we
to
gonna go to Fingerprint.
I wanted to add to something you said earlier, Tara, when you said something about incest. So, like, when it comes to anybody in the chat who is a religious believer, please understand that in the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 31, it specifically speaks about Lot's daughters sleeping with their father. That is a form of incest. So, Genesis 19:31, if you don't believe me, read it yourself. And it talks about them getting their father drunk, literally manipulating them and getting them drunk and sleeping with them. That's the first form of incest
It's actually
for
a
all
story.
religious believers.
If you really read it, it's actually a story about a father getting drunk and raping his daughters. That's really what
Ridiculous.
the story is.
It's
What
sad.
what
It's
is it called?
ridiculous,
Genesis
though.
what? Genesis what?
It's a story a lot.
What is it called? Genesis what?
It's the story right after
Genesis
the Sodom and
19 and
Gomorrah.
31.
Okay,
Y'all niggas just look at this story a lot. The fuck? This is too much information. Go ahead, fingerprint.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying this discussion. Like, I'm glad that the title of the video or like this live isn't a question. Like, there is no question. Like, when you look around and see the climate that we're living in, like the femicide, the lynchings, like it's just too much going on to even be procreating right now. Like, it's been like this for a while, actually. So I'm just agreeing with all the points that's being said.
I want to say too, I think it's corn. That's another issue as well, because the titles in that I started watching that a long time ago, but the titles be weird as fuck. Why is y'all fantasizing about y'all daughters and
Twitter
it's
corn.
always fetishes about daughters and 18 busty teen. I'm like, what is up? What's going on? Like, why is that the title? Like, why are y'all
They
fetishizing little
PDFs.
girls?
They're
And it say 6 million views on this shit. It say 4 million. Like, this is weird. Y'all don't find this shit weird? Waiting till the
But that's
mom
the
go home to sleep
thing.
with the daughter? Like, what?
they
And the other
normalize
thing
it.
is, hold on real quick. I want y'all to also keep in mind that like that's an industry that's catering to the consumer. Like it's a basically a demand for it, which is why they're producing it.
Yep. Supply
Yeah.
and demand.
Yeah, there's somebody out there that wants it, i.e. somebody's going to make it. There's a market for they say quote unquote stepdaughter, but we already know what these niggas be talking about, because when you look at that chat room where there was 70,000 men, there was men not only sending pictures of their wives, there was men exchanging pictures of their daughters too. So men, like a lot of times women will talk about like how after they get a certain age, their fathers will start to act very aggressive and mean and nasty to them. And that's them trying to fight that urge of them finding their daughters attractive.
No real
And
shit. That
this been
podcast with the
happening.
man, the comedian, that white dude was saying that he get a boner when his child sitting on his lap. I'm like, and these niggas is laughing while this nigga saying that shit. Y'all don't find nothing wrong with this? It's
Do y'all?
yeah, it's definitely a lot of men who feel like this and who said. I've heard another dude, a black dude on the podcast, saying how he had to basically unlearn how he feels about the vajay because he sexualizes the vajay. So now that he has daughters walking around with they vagina out, now he gotta rewire how he thinks about vagina. Like, nigga, you're sick.
That
And
should
you
have
have two
been
daughters.
done.
He's
Like,
openly saying this shit
So hold
on a
on, if
podcast
y'all
with other men agreeing with him.
if y'all
And so
familiar
it's like,
with
I
hold
don't
on, y'all
even,
familiar with
bro.
that show Full House, and when Bob Saget started doing stand up, how he was talking about the girls on the show, that like sick as hell.
Oh, at the
Yeah, I
at the
was
roast,
even
right?
I think Donald Trump said something about his daughters, and
he
that was
did.
weird too. Like that was awkward. Like what?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
in a
and the
Destiny's
young
Child.
girls at the beauty pageant. So yeah.
Exactly. That's insane, Tara.
So
That's
women don't be
crazy.
doing the same shit. Women don't
No,
be doing the same
Shut
shit.
your bitch ass up.
no,
Shut the
no,
fuck
That's
no,
up.
not the
no, time
point.
out,
They
Y'all
don't.
time out, time out.
y'all so
No,
delusional,
shut up.
bro.
You so
So what is
stupid.
Y'all
it? What
so
is it that
That's
delusional,
women
all.
be
bro.
No, that's
doing?
the only thing that come out your mouth is
Let him
stupidity. Shut
speak.
Women
the
don't
What
be
fuck
is it
doing
up.
the
that
same
women
shit.
be doing?
What is
Women
it?
be
What we
touching
do? What we do? Talk.
women be touching
Run your mouth.
on kids too. What are you talking about?
I
So you think
agree.
it's
Just
No,
only a
that's
said
a
those
men
are
thing?
fact.
pedophiles. The fuck?
And those
Those are
women are
Most of
pedophiles.
them
pedophiles too.
grown.
Whoop de
Both is
doo. Like
wrong.
You're
what
sitting up
you
here. You're sitting up here trying to. Oh well, women do it too. Women do it too.
That
You're
doesn't make
fucking
it
sick. You're a
okay. Like that's
weirdo.
a
No, no, I'm just
problem.
saying.
It's
I'm
not.
just
It's
saying. The
wrong.
prompt
It's
say
wrong. No,
y'all
you're
be
not
talking
just
about
saying. You're
y'all.
not just
Y'all be
saying.
talking
You're
about.
trying to normalize something. Say, oh well, women must be doing it. Oh, so why are you looking at? No, if men are doing it, if women are doing it, they should all go to fucking prison. Like
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
facts,
understand
y'all
what is
trying to
your
facts.
like when y'all sit
yo.
up here and say like, oh well if that's the case, then you should be talking about it. You should be agreeing with us if that's the case.
No, I'm just saying that y'all trying to
No, you ain't
generalize.
saying nothing because we made it
Can I
very
say what I
clear.
gotta
No,
say
I don't
though?
care. No, I'm gonna
No,
make it
let
very
let
clear
him
that
let
we
him
did mention
let us hear the
East.
stupid shit.
Hold on, wait. East and I made it very clear that these people. No, made a fact. It was Drika.
Drika.
Drika and I made it very clear that these people belong in jail. It don't matter the gender, male or female. If they're up here messing with people that are underage, you belong in jail. The fuck is you talking about? Were you listening?
I mean, y'all just said
No,
that,
I mean what? You mean that you always
We're
y'all niggas
talking
come up here
about
being
men who've
stupid.
said in
bro.
public
I'm just
on
saying, like,
public
if you're not
No,
platforms
I'm
civilized,
just saying you
sick
stupid,
shit. Like
sir.
if you're
You
not civilized
stupid.
enough to have
No,
a
you just
human being
stupid.
conversation, why
No, no, you
why
weren't
get with
listening
humans?
because
You
we
should
did mention that. Shut up, because we did
listen.
mention
You
that, and
belong
you
to the
just being
jungle at this point,
stupid.
bro. You belong to the
No, I
jungle.
don't
Come
care,
on
No,
but
now.
we
you
did
belong to the
mention
jungle.
that.
Come on
You
now,
belong to the
bro.
jungle because you can't
Ain't
listen.
no come
We
on
trying to be
now. We been
civilized.
said
So
We trying to
that. The
Dave,
have a
fuck
what is
y'all
civilized
just
Dave, who's
conversation,
civilized
and
stupid.
that's
about
all we
what
y'all?
is
bring.
your Dave?
Y'all
What is
motherfuckers
the
be
point? Like what is
dumb.
the point of you
She
trying to
won't let me
bring up
talk. She not
that
civilized enough to let other people talk. You don't see that?
Uh,
you've been interrupting her the whole time?
She not
What is your
civilized enough to know that. You see what I'm saying?
what is your point of bringing up that mothers also or women also as their children
My
too?
point is when I got to the panel, they be talking about especially about the prompt, right? Women should stop sleeping with men, and then y'all talk about how men are doing this, men are doing that. So it makes sense to me in my head that y'all want to generalize men and then thinking women are perfect. That's what I be
Okay, then
thinking.
men should stop sleeping with women too, right? You agree?
No, the pop.
I bet
Okay.
y'all don't. Dumbass
What?
don't. Exactly. I bet you don't, stupid mother.
I mean,
yeah.
you man, listen, you're uncivilized. There's nothing more stupid than that. You know what I'm saying? You're uncivilized.
But you
You
don't
got
I'm
you
listen. You
still
don't.
gotta
You
take
uncivilized
don't
because
see
lessons
I
how
for
you.
it.
choose not to have a sexual encounter with a dude. Listen how stupid you sound.
Dave, we're up here having a conversation about PDOs
Dumb
who
as
have
fuck.
Yeah.
exposed, are out in the public,
Right.
and you're coming up here and having a conversation about something so counterproductive
Right. And
that has
just
No,
to
nothing to
I'm
do with
just
it.
I was just saying I was just saying that since the probably say he's always against men, and then y'all be talking about how these men are this,
Well,
these men are that.
East just said though, y'all should stop sleeping with us too. Problem solved. You just said
Yeah.
you don't agree.
No, I don't agree because who am I gonna
No, no,
sleep
no.
with?
That's the problem. That's the problem solved. Now
Another
you
Another
man. Sleep with
man.
another
Another
man.
Get you a
man.
man. Get you
Man,
a man.
listen, not everybody is bisexual like a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Not
Hey, Ma.
everybody's comfortable enough to sleep with another man. Not everybody is is
so you need to be
bisexual like a
comfortable
black
enough.
woman.
You need to be
You know what I'm
comfortable. Is
saying?
that the thing? You
I
need to
mean,
be comfortable.
y'all might be comfortable sleeping with each other. You know, girls' night, Galentine's and shit. Not everybody's like that. You see what I'm
Didn't I
saying?
tell you how
I
they
Like
think
there's
about
men that
girls'
make
understand.
sense
night?
still.
I
You know what
understand.
I'm
Hold on,
saying?
real
Why?
That's
quick,
not
Dave.
everybody.
Didn't I?
Definitely
Hold
understand where you're
on,
coming
real
from,
quick.
buddy.
Didn't I tell you that how they feel about girls' night and Galentine's
Just
Day? That they
jealous.
think that we're secretly fucking each other, and that's because whenever they go and hang out with their homeboys and they're playing Black Ops and popping perks and smoking reefer, they over there fucking each other, and then wake up in the morning and pretend like they don't
You
remember.
projecting. You
It's not
projecting
a
though.
projection. It's a
You
real thing.
projecting.
Men have told. That's
Y'all
not
be
a
at the
projection.
club.
That's an actual real story that a man got up on online and told women that yeah,
That's his perspective.
him and his homeboys used to pop perks and get together, play the video game, fuck each other, and then pretend like they didn't remember what happened the next day.
Right.
I
That's
Um.
not
mean,
a
Can
East,
I add?
East.
That's not
Men
a.
are
East. I would like
also
to say though,
obsessed.
East.
Men
That's
are also hold on, wait. Can I add? Men are also obsessed. They don't want a woman that is willing to lay up with them. They rather the woman that's not willing, which lets me know that you're obsessed with graping a woman. You want to grape and conquer a woman
he sounds
because
so
the
Yes,
woman that is
ma'am.
ignorant. He
okay,
sounds
shut
so
up.
ignorant,
The women, shut up.
bro.
The woman that is okay with sleeping with you, you don't want to sleep with her.
You deem her as invaluable. She's not desirable. The woman who's willing to lay up with you, but it is a woman that is not willing to lay up with you, is the one you want to conquer and challenge, which makes absolutely no fucking sense.
You sound
So
so
all up in
ignorant
there, shut
though.
up. No. You sound stupid. I need you to listen first before your stupid ass respond. Cause a lot of y'all tend to do that a lot. Y'all asses respond, but you don't really do a lot of listening. It's so simple. A lot of y'all men are obsessed with the great culture. Simple as that. Y'all want a woman that you can conquer and grape. Because if you didn't, you would be okay with dating a woman that has a high body count, that is sexually active just
Oh,
as
I
much
shouldn't
as
be
you
okay
do.
with that.
Shut up. That's your fucking
the
problem. You're
funny,
not doing
the
enough
funny thing is,
listening.
hold
Let
on.
the
The funny,
lady
hold on.
talk. Let the lady talk.
The funny
Some
thing
white men on
is,
the panel,
hold
bro.
on, Dave. The funny thing is that normally on any other subject, you be up here calling us 304s and hoes and talking about you got high body count. Now we're having a conversation about how women should stop sleeping with men, and you're advocating about how we should sleep with men.
He want us.
Does
You
that
I'm
want
make sense
y'all
to
to
advocating
sleep
you?
with
about
men. You
a
want
man
y'all to
having a
sleep with
preference.
men. No,
Bro, hold
no.
on.
You want her to sleep with men, but you don't want to sleep with a man.
No, what
Yo,
I'm
I,
yo,
saying
I,
yo.
is
I
men
think
should be
that's
able
how
to
it
have
works,
their
though.
standard. If they don't want a 304,
Yo,
they
yo,
just don't
yo.
want a
Straight
304, and
up.
that's
Straight
okay.
up.
Can I
Straight
finish
up.
though? They asked
Shut
me
the fuck
questions.
up. You niggas be sounding stupid. Go sleep with a
If a man
man.
said
Yo, yo. Straight
he
up.
don't want a
Hey,
Straight
Dark
up.
Horse.
promiscuous, if a man said he don't want a promiscuous woman, he might have the right to say that.
OMG.
Yeah, I don't feel
I
like
have every right to say that, and I just did not say it twice, nigga. You want to hear it twice?
I would like to hear it
Why
twice.
don't y'all, when you are horny and desperate, why don't you sleep with the same sex to get your rocks off instead of
Not
trying to
they
lie and
like
manipulate a woman into get? No, shut up. You gonna let me finish? You trying
I
to
didn't
lie and
even
manipulate?
finish.
Shut up. You
That's
trying
how
to lie and
uncivilized you are,
manipulate your
man.
way? Shut up. You gonna
You're
listen to
not
me?
used to
You
interact
trying to
with
lie and
humans.
manipulate your way into getting access and proximity to a woman. If you gotta do all that, you not that nigga. If you gotta lie and manipulate your way into some shit, you won't even sleep with the same sex because you care about what the next man think about you.
What the fuck?
To get your rocks off. Shut the fuck up. You
Bro,
niggas is
listen,
whack. That's why
y'all
women
got
should
your
stop
preference,
sleeping
right?
with you. Nah.
Women got their
Nah,
preference.
nah, nah,
They like a
nah.
man that's
Y'all
tall,
won't even sleep with each
fight
other because y'all
six
don't even like
packs.
each other. Shut up.
Listen,
Y'all don't
women
even
like a
like
man
each
that's
other.
six
I
pack.
can
Thank you,
openly
30.
admit. I can
Hold up,
openly
hold up,
admit.
hold up. Go ahead, Lan. What you gonna say, and then we're gonna go to 30. All right, go ahead, 30.
Man, look, I don't know what this woman talking about down here. Trying to force niggas to sleep with motherfucking
Thank you,
men.
Never.
That shit is so
Hold up, hold
fucking
up, hold up,
weird.
hold up,
But she trying
y'all.
to force them to sleep with men, though.
No,
Bruh,
hold up.
They
listen.
don't want to sleep
No,
with men either.
She said it was
hold
my
up. No,
turn,
no,
bro.
no. 30, 30. Nobody got a force show. That's the whole point. Go.
You ain't
Thank you,
got to
Never.
force.
Go ahead, 30.
Yeah, like I said, bro, like y'all trying to equate the two, and it's almost like y'all having this conversation. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like when them bi niggas was talking about why don't black women date bi niggas. That's what y'all sound just like
You
them
got bi
niggas.
niggas on the mind.
Exactly,
Y'all,
bro. You smart.
Nobody said nothing about no bisexual nigga. Like, shut the
that
fuck
what
Hold
it
it,
up.
hold it,
sound.
hold
They
it, hold
did.
That's
it.
his
They
type.
did.
Listen.
They
That's
Hold
did.
on,
his
somebody got
type. That's
something
why he
about.
broke up bi niggas.
As a neutral, nah, she definitely did say. She did bring that up. She definitely brought up men sleeping with men. That is a fact.
Exactly.
Y'all
She
niggas,
brought
y'all
it up.
sound like them niggas.
She did though. She did.
And my whole. Let me finish, brother. And my whole thing is this, though, right? Listen, you gonna sleep with who you want to sleep with as a woman, regardless. So you can't make a decision for me. Just like I'm gonna sleep with and spend money on a woman I want to spend money on, regardless. You ain't making decisions for me, and I ain't making decisions for your broke ass. So how about we just keep it like that and stop trying to police motherfucking grown ass men for laying pipe down on these motherfucking women who obviously want the motherfucking pipe. Women get horny too. You think niggas stupid? We done caught on to y'all fucking game. What the fuck wrong with y'all?
Facts.
Nigga laying pipe. Nigga, I ain't gotta do all I ain't gotta spend all that money on no motherfucking woman, all that crazy shit, all that date. She come over, get dick the fuck down. That's what the fuck she want. That's what I'm gonna give her. The fuck
Hold
wrong with
up,
you?
hold up,
Exactly.
hold up, real
So,
quick.
so
I'm
you
Dave.
Exactly,
understand.
Hold
bro.
up,
So
hold up.
you
Dave, I'm gonna
understand why
drop
she
you
want
too.
dick.
Hold on, real quick. No, because he annoying. No, you making the point when you saying like get dick down, whatever. Like that's the thing. That's the thing. Like y'all think it's just about penetration. And we talk about the problems with like the way that women been conditioned about wanting a man that way. But the fact that y'all describe it that way says everything and proves the point that we're making in the first place.
Tara, I have the
Tara, he don't get what you're saying. That went right directly over his head.
No, it
That
doesn't.
went directly over his
Wait,
head.
can I speak?
Hold up, if he don't get it, that's
y'all get on
fine.
cutting
I
people
really
off
don't
all the
care.
time, but why can't I speak? Why can't I, when y'all finish, jump in the
Hold up,
conversation?
stop crying.
Nah, I'm
Just say
not.
what
I'm
you
just
want to
trying
say.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. You just said, right? You just spoke to the fact of him referring to intercourse as just penetration, right? But then when I bring up the fact that it's more, you could expand on that and form an emotional connection, you also disagree with that. So my thing is, it
Yeah, I
seems like
talked
you're
about
just
how
against
y'all.
men as a
No, y'all
whole.
emotionally
And
feral. Men are emotionally feral. So yeah,
so are you saying,
both points? Yeah, both points I made were correct.
okay, so how do you feel in the matter? You just,
Anyways,
all
Lachey,
right.
did you want to say something?
Nah, I got
Quiet
something to
now.
say. I got something to say.
I
I got
do.
something to say. I know you
Part
do.
30. Let's share Shay go. Then you can respond.
I do. And it's time for these men to really realize that we didn't had enough. We didn't fake the phone for years. Having these men's kids, yeah, that was a oops. You guys is walking around talking about laying pipe, yeah, the kind with the green stuff in it. That like the pipe with the green, like we didn't had enough. We
You talking
don't
about
want
Mario?
you. And guess what? It's a time. It's time for you guys to accept we do not want you. You know what? I've been celibate for 6 years, okay, in California. Every time that I look at a man, you guys give me worms, gangrene. I get the itching. I look at a woman, they give me beautiful. A woman is just so beautiful. You guys been icky for the time that God created you guys, and then you guys are mad that we are finally like coming into power to tell you that you guys are full of shit and start doing what you guys have been doing, screwing each other and then leaving us alone. And with
Why don't you just
and
lock up
with
like
that,
crabs?
and
Why
with
don't you
that,
just why don't you just
and
lock
with
up like
that, my
crabs,
give a
man?
damn is busted, sir. You can kiss my ass
I
5
don't care.
ways,
I don't
okay?
care.
After
I'ma get
my
mine.
afterbirth,
I'ma get
sir.
mine. I'ma
After
get
my
mine.
after, you can
30, why are
penetrate
you
a
up here bragging
man's
about having sex with women?
asshole.
Nobody gives a
Right.
fuck,
I'ma
nigga.
get
You
mine.
Nobody
guys are
cares.
nasty.
The
You
fuck
Why
out
you
guys
of
are
here.
bragging about
nasty.
like nobody gives a fuck? Go
Yeah, I know
Go
you don't
to
give a
a
like you're a
fuck.
big
If you
one.
don't give
veterinarian.
a fuck, then why are
Like
you
why the fuck do you
complaining?
You
keep on
guys,
trying to assert
Why
that
you
you're gonna fuck
complaining
women?
then?
We don't give a
Why you
fuck.
you
We
complaining,
don't
bitch?
care.
Why you
We
these
don't
complaining
give a
men
then?
fuck.
don't
We don't
even need
Why
care.
the fuck you
doctors.
complaining
Clearly
then,
you are
bitch?
angry
Be,
and clearly you want the boys. Cause
yeah,
the
yes.
type of way that you came up here ready to cuss us out when we're just
Question.
explaining our grievances about PDFs in the community, like nigga, shut the fuck up. You up here talking about getting your rocks off, like what the
He
fuck?
talking about something he gonna get
Wait.
his. What does that
So
mean?
That's what I'm
how
Yes,
does
saying.
and
These
go
niggas
him?
are
see a
weird.
Hold on.
It's
veterinarian,
weird.
sir. Go see a dog, a
And that's
doctor,
what I'm saying.
because
That shit is
y'all is
scary how they so ready
nasty.
to like slap you across the face for having your like look at us up here talking. It's
Hey,
inside of them to get that
Drika.
angry. That's weird.
Hey,
Y'all are
Tara.
strange.
because they don't want
They
to sleep
should.
with men, but they expect
Y'all hear
y'all to
me,
sleep
Drika
with
and Tara.
men.
I know y'all not acting like that to me. Come on now. Hey, Puddins.
Is that
Look at
Donnell?
that soft. Look at that soft voice. Y'all women, calm down. Okay, calm down. If you get a nigga that you like, y'all not gonna hear none of this shit. You know how often I've been hearing this since 2020? Soon as y'all get a nigga, y'all off this app. Get
Go
up out of
fuck a
here.
dog and leave us
I don't know. I
alone.
don't need a dog.
Nasty.
I don't need a
Go
dog.
do what you guys
You
do
got the
and
same
stick it
pH
in a
balance as a
tree,
chow
sir.
chow.
and the beehive. Go
You cook.
go do what you
CK,
guys do
Hey,
best,
East, I ain't see you
Nasty.
there, East.
hold
Hey,
on. Yes,
East.
first of all, CK, you married. You're right. You
Yeah,
barely get
baby.
coochie. Don't be
Listen,
coming up here telling us. Worry about your
East, and guess
coochie
what? You got
and your
access to meat
pH.
too. The way you look, young lady, these niggas be throwing meat at you too. You make a decision, but you like niggas too. Stop it. That rose got to be charged.
And it's got
You
a
don't like it.
motherfucking Hemi V8 engine connected
Yeah,
to
it
my
does.
Rolls.
Be
Okay,
making you
mind
fart.
your
I know it.
motherfucking business. Worry about
Be tearing
who
them
not
lips
give
up.
your ass no damn coochie.
She get on my
Answer the
nerves. I
damn
don't even want it
CK.
right now.
Answer the prompt.
Women should stop sleeping with men. I think they should. They should stop sleeping with men. But you know what? They ain't. Because they love meat.
I mean, of course, there's gonna be women that,
It's
you
going to be
know,
a
like you
lot.
said, love meat,
It's gonna be
but
more than just a
It's
little.
going to be, listen, for every five, let me tell you something real quick, and then I got to go.
He an
For
agent
every
of
woman,
chaos.
Hold on, real
You
quick.
know about
Hold
love
on, hold
and
on.
meat.
Hold on real quick. What's up, CK?
hey, Tara.
CK, you been hold up. CK, how long you been on the app?
Since 2021.
Okay, cool. So has anybody talked to your wife in 5 years?
No, because I'm not a weirdo. Well, actually,
No,
no,
I'm just
there
hold
have
on.
been,
No.
there have been, no,
I
there
just
have
hold
been.
on. I was just trying to make a point.
No,
In
no, there
5
have
years,
been.
ain't nobody heard from your
Hold
wife.
on,
Go ahead.
no. I'm Tara, I'm
No, go
answering
ahead,
you.
make your point. Go ahead,
Yeah,
make
I'm
your
telling you.
point.
So, no. 4 people have
Yeah,
talked
I
to
didn't
my,
think so, but go
no,
ahead.
I'm answering. Tara,
No.
4,
It's asked and
I'm
answered. It's
answering you.
over.
No.
No, go ahead,
Look,
make
I'm
your
answering.
point.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you know. 4 people have talked to my wife, but I talk to weirdos
Where
every
they
day.
at? Where them 4
Huh?
people at?
So
Where
one
them
of them
4 people
is
at? I want to hear her perspective.
Said, right? One of them is another young lady named Jaina. There's another young man named Christian Fullerfied, and there's another young lady named Lovely. They've all talked to my wife. I be talking to weirdos all
The
day.
reason I say that, CK, because far as we know, that lady keep putting you on this app.
She
Like
could
that,
be.
she clearly, yeah, she don't want to be bothered with
She
you.
could
You
be.
get on that
No. Let me
woman
tell you something.
nerve.
It's not
That's
that she
why he's
think.
sitting there
Listen,
whispering, hiding in the
I'm not
closet,
whispering,
cause
East,
she's
because
sick
I
of
told my
you.
daughter I would help her with something. I'm about to
She's
go.
sick of you,
Listen,
CK.
do you know why they haven't talked to people? Let me tell you something. My wife thinks TikTok is weird as shit. She hates the fact that
No,
I'm
she
on
think
live.
you
She's
weird.
like,
No,
she
she don't
does.
think TikTok weird. She think you weird for being on TikTok. You gotta make it
Exactly.
clear.
She think I'm
Yeah,
weird for being on TikTok. She's like,
she
you
think you
talking to
weird.
random. She's
Exactly.
like, you talking to
She
random
think
weird people all
you're
day.
weird.
You're
The
not
fact that your
allowed to
wife
be
She
think
on
you
thinks
weird
I'm
TikTok.
says
weird,
a lot.
and I'm around weird people.
No,
That's
she
all I
think you
know.
Clay,
weird.
Clay, what's
Yeah.
your point in all this? Like, are you trying to convince us that
Not
that
Clay.
dick is so delectable? Y'all trying to convince us that it's so delectable and it's so good and it's so tasty? That's what
Sir,
you're trying to
you,
convince. You're trying to convince women that it's so good and delectable. The dick is so good and delectable. That's what you're trying to say. That
sir,
it's the
you like,
prize.
sir, you like dick. So you tell me. What are you talking
Literally.
about?
So you not so, but do you believe that?
Do I believe that women love men? Absolutely.
No, do
Love
you do you believe that dick is delectable?
to the women, to the niggas that the women want.
He ain't gonna
Absolutely.
answer your
I just
question.
answered it.
Okay.
You just to the women that those men want, to the men those women want.
What's
Absolutely.
that, Spike? Hold up, Clay. You need to get off the app. You need to get off the app. You got stuff to tend to.
And get out stop hiding in the closet and go help with homework.
And literally,
It's
that's literally.
summertime.
That lady asked you to clean out the gutters 4 times. You in there in the motherfucking pantry eating up the baby fruit snacks. Get off of the app, CK.
Let me tell you how nasty these men are nowadays. When you ask them a simple question, you know what? What's your favorite soap? I don't know.
Dove.
What do you see? DL. Why you like see
No,
nasty
Dove
out
leave
here
that
trying to
soap
use
scum on your
my
body.
feminine wash? Like they don't believe in washing or anything. They like they want to come over to your house, use everything, and then don't have a paper. They don't even wash their ass. You guys are nasty. You guys deserve each other shitting out maggots and stuff. Go ahead, sir. I am done.
I have a question. You just kind of like expose yourself, not to get into your business, but you said men come over and they don't like to shower. So do You would just you allow men to come into your space that don't take care of themselves
real
properly.
quick. Before you say that, right? Because apparently y'all need to take showers at women's houses and insane, right? Y'all know that they don't be washing their ass properly, right? And like they be sitting there with slithers of wet pooper in their ass, just so y'all know. That's why they be stinking in there. I think
They
that's
already
important.
had a discussion on TikTok when they were saying about washing their
y'all.
rear area, and they was talking about how niggas was saying how they don't do that, like how they don't wash
They
their
don't
area
wash it between their ass cheeks because it's GAY.
Like, you not washing your behind, and you think that's normal?
And that's the type of man
And
y'all
you
like
think
to
that's
deal
okay?
with.
What's up, Frankie? Y'all, Frankie Levitt over here, just so y'all know. What's up, GA Slight?
Hello, Tara. I just I disagree with the prompt. I just want to disagree first. Give some
Hey,
advice.
Gabrielle.
Clay, don't listen to East. Don't come out of the closet. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the moment you do, Jafari with the silent H is going to be waiting for you with the Django, with the silent Django.
No, Jafari said he like him in the closet.
CK going to take a Jafari nigga. That's why he want to keep him in the closet.
Hold on, I'm gonna let the crash show come up. Oh, he ran off. Damn.
Cause he really said the dick is delectable.
What?
But yeah,
to the Go ahead. Thank you, Gabrielle.
Hey, I apologize for cussing out old girl. I was wrong for that.
Tara,
That's hold on. You was acting
Tara, I gotta
up.
go. But I gotta
All
go,
right.
Tara. I just want to say I love you all. And listen, I was just talking shit, but listen, there's a nigga out there that Drika loves. That's a motherfucking eater. He's an eater. There's an nigga out there that East loves. She will not talk about. That's
Clay, you gotta go. You gotta go, Clay. You tripping?
He just.
Nobody want to hear that.
I'm out of here. He stinks.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't know if that's insulting or flirting. But aside from that, yeah, women shouldn't stop sleeping with men because we love y'all. We love y'all. And if y'all stop giving us a reason to love y'all, we won't love y'all. And then
Hold on,
we
y'all
won't
don't
protect
love
y'all.
us. Y'all leave us alone.
That's not love. Don't be ridiculous.
Because I don't think nobody asking for men's protection.
First of all,
well, I mean, you don't need to ask for protection. As long as we love y'all, we'll protect y'all. But if we don't love y'all, then the white man gonna take y'all rights, and we don't want that for y'all. We
Hold
don't.
on real quick. I'm gonna do a poll. Smiley face if you feel protected by these men. Crying face if they ain't doing shit. Again, smiley face emoji if you feel protected by men. Crying face emoji.
Well,
Damn, East feel protected. Damn, East. Hold on, who else felt? East felt protected. Hold on, Lachey says she feel protected. I mean, y'all got it, I guess.
Wait a minute.
No,
I take y'all back. You said that.
Usually, the smiley face.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. CK say he feel protected. Some people say they feel protected, but 43 say hell no, y'all ain't protecting the motherfucking thing.
Right. No, 45.
Gaslight. Why are you doing the poll?
Because listen, I got
Jill,
homies, and when my
Jill.
homies around, I definitely feel protected.
Hold up, Jill. Why are men doing the poll? No, we got too many men doing the poll.
You can't feel protected
Because
as a man.
we community with our homies, so yeah, we feel protected.
Hold up. 48 women said they don't. Hold up, y'all. 48 women said they don't feel protected. 2 women said they hit the button by mistake, and then 5 men said the men protected them. But go off. You want to finish Gaslight before we go to the top? Thank you, Gabrielle. Thank y'all for helping me get my live goal. I appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah! So if I go out with my family, I mean, and it's my brothers and my sisters or my cousins, I'm definitely gonna feel protected. That just is what it is. So yeah, I definitely feel protected with the men.
So men protect men. I got it. I think that's
and women.
clear.
Protect everyone.
Nah, I got it. Men protect men. And
my man protect me.
What, bro?
My man
No, he's
protect me.
validating. Yeah, men
Hey,
protect men.
Chosen said, "What? I'll protect you."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see how niggas that shit was not funny, nigga.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't a joke.
That's what they all
I
say
think.
when they shit don't hit. Everybody go. I wasn't joking.
Hey Jafari, he said when that shit don't hit, show him how it hit.
See,
I don't be doing
shit,
stuff
you
on
still not getting no
command.
type of reaction, nigga. Shit still ass.
Hold on, real quick, since we got men up on the panel, why y'all lie about your performance?
What you mean?
Y'all lie about your performance. Why y'all do that?
As far as what? How we lie? What's
About
a
y'all,
lie?
like for example, y'all lie and say y'all please women.
I mean, probably because a lot of women lie and say that they are pleased. So a lot of, you feel me? So
So
how
you
about
lying because the
you?
women lying?
Obviously, they got to get it from somewhere.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right, cool.
I agree with Chosen. Women tell us these lies, and
Nigga,
then we
don't
go
agree
out
with
and
me.
spread
You
them.
was just trying to turn
Are
me the
you
other way, cuz.
single?
Don't agree with me
Are
now.
Hey,
you single?
I mean, you still play for the other team, but
Nah, I don't play. I
you
don't
can
play for
be
that type of
honest.
team. I play for
You
the
can be
home team.
honest. Yeah, the home team got bets, and you like bets. But yeah, women
Why
tell us to lie,
y'all
and then we
also
go tell other
lie?
people.
Y'all also lie about the number of women y'all sleep with too.
Hold up, real quick.
That I don't agree
Hold
with.
up. Hold up, 30. Why you be lying? Hey, Les. He don't want to say. He don't want to say why he be lying. Y'all got it.
He's lying because he don't have no proof. All these men, first off, about a woman, if you got it like that, then they should be up here saying that they have stalkers, women that is fighting up over them. Why are they complaining about being single? Y'all don't slay. You don't have it like that.
Who complained?
You don't have it like that because the real men that do are not sitting up here complaining about what little girls do with their own vagina.
That's not the
Stop
little girl.
lying.
Hold up.
Yeah,
I
little
don't like the way
Stop
that
girls.
lying.
sound. I
Yeah,
don't like
she
the way that
wildin',
Or
sound.
bro.
women.
But look,
Or
this the.
women. But look what they're saying.
But
They are thinking that they're all that and that these women want them. Where are the women? They shouldn't be up here because the one that slay, they're not up here. They don't have the time because they know
Hold
that
up. And
they
they
got
not
the
out there.
women.
They don't exist. But here's the thing I want to ask, right? If heterosexual sex centered women's pleasure, what would it look like? Because it wouldn't be penetration.
It would look
I was
like
gonna say, look
two.
at the way
It would
they
look like
It would
describe
look
it.
two
like
men.
me. What are you talking about?
It'll be like a
It would look like
threesome.
me.
It'll be a threesome with two men, and they just worshiping her, sucking on her toes. You know, like one massaging her, one you know what I'm saying? One eating
This nigga said
eating it
sucking on
out. You know what I'm
toes.
saying? It'll be like that.
Jafar, you stay out of this about sucking on some
Yeah, you
toes.
mind your business.
He
The
wildin',
the
but
what it would look like is that, well, actually, hold
Hold
on.
on, and don't be freaked out because I will drop you. Go ahead.
Have y'all ever, like, we've all seen like male centered porn where the dude show up with a pizza, bang bang bang, money shot, that's the end of it. But they have women centered pornography, and most of it
Oh, erotica.
erotica, that's what it's called. Most of it is just foreplay. But men don't like foreplay because it's too intimate and it's too women focused. They don't like that shit.
That's a good point. Thank you. I think Queen wanted to say something too.
So I was just gonna say, look at the way that they describe sleeping with us. So I don't know, because even when 30 came up, he said that he banging shit. However he described it, but that's how they describe sleeping with us. It's always smashing. I'm finna hit. I'm finna like beat it up. Like it's nothing.
I'm finna
Why do
break
y'all
that
think
shit.
that we want that? We have vagina. We don't want that. That's not what we want.
Y'all got time today
Like
get
we want to be
real.
catered to. Like we don't want nobody trying to dehumanize us. Like we want
Yeah,
to be
they say
pleasured in a
weird.
different way. Like
Yeah, they say weird stuff like making her walk funny.
yeah, I'm finna beat it up. I'm finna hit that. That's not what. Why?
Even the term
Why?
body count insinuates like unaliving.
Yeah, these men are insane, y'all. They got
They
three
don't
inches
even.
talking about they in a woman guts. Like they just be saying
I mean,
anything.
it's you either you win or you
So
out.
to answer your question, what would it look like? An exhausted man and a woman still wouldn't be satisfied. It's exhausting trying to satisfy women, and you
No, you know
still
what? That's
99%
valid.
of the time fail.
I'm glad you said that because like there is no hope,
Dissatisfied
right?
man.
This idea. Hold up, hold up, hold
What the
up. You
hell?
Jafari. God
Pause.
damn. Hold up.
Hey, I
Now I ain't
knew
gonna
GA
pause
went
them.
that
Hold
way,
up.
bro.
Hold up, real quick. No, I'm agree with you say, yeah, y'all would be exhausted. Y'all can't keep up, which is why it's not advantageous for women to be sleeping with y'all. I love that you agree with me.
That's why when lesbians talk about how their like intimacy, like their sessions last hours, and in my hetero brain, I'm like, bitch, hours, because I'm thinking like it's just straight, just pound, like hunching for hours, but no, it lasts longer because it's more intimacy, and that's why when men get up here and be like, oh, I ain't gonna fuck no bitch for 45 minutes to an hour, in their brain they think that they're just hunching a woman over and over and over and over and over for a full hour.
Y'all know what y'all
And
should
they
start
be
And your
telling.
bragging
back
about
hurt after
short.
you done.
Like y'all know what y'all should start telling men. Just say you a side, because like in the gay community, it's side is somebody that don't penetrate. So just be like, I don't penetrate. You can't
Real
penetrate, but
quick,
you can eat
Jafar, hold
it.
on, real quick, Jafar. I just want to let you know, Solo in the comments said all he got is a good 30 seconds.
Hey, why you judging? Why
Just
you gotta
want,
put him on blast?
Yeah.
I just wanted to put him on
So
blast.
if a woman were to say we're a side, as men who like women, we don't know what the gay community got going on. That shit wouldn't mean nothing
A
to us other
side,
than
a side is literally somebody
no,
that
no, no.
don't
You
penetrate.
can yeah, you can tell us what it means, but we don't care about what's going on in the gay community as heterosexual males.
Y'all don't care about women.
Yes, we do.
How
What
would
do
you
y'all
know?
care about?
Women.
What do y'all care
Women.
about? No, y'all
Women.
don't. No, y'all
Okay,
don't.
tell us what straight men care about.
Y'all don't care about women.
Come
Cause
on,
the
man.
man just
Ask
30 just
Kara.
got on the
Ask
panel and
Kara.
said it.
Ask
He just got on the panel and
ask
said
one
it.
of
He just
these
don't said
women. Ask
like
yeah. Ask any one on this any woman on this panel. Do they care about y'all? No,
Again,
y'all don't
that's
care
not the
about
question you
women.
posed. You said, what do straight men care about? How could a woman
Y'all
tell
don't.
a man what a straight
Y'all care
man care
about
about?
y'all care about your own pleasure. Y'all don't care about women.
Again, how can any of y'all that's not a straight man tell any straight man what they care about? That's like me
let's
telling
see
Because
y'all
what
what
the
you
women
know
men
care
why?
about.
are
You
saying. What?
see it.
Because one, y'all don't really be straight, but also two, because we be telling y'all business.
You gotta watch
Yeah.
that y'all
We
word.
be telling we like to tell the gays y'all business, what y'all be doing. And then
And we know
they
all
do
the tea.
they tell us y'all business, the DL business.
A DL is
So
not a straight
Yup.
man. A DL is not a straight man. So your point is
mm,
still not proven.
No, hold
no.
up. No, hold up. I'm gonna tell you why it is. Because when y'all say straight, y'all actually talking about a performance. Y'all not talking about a sexuality, and I think it's important that women understand that. That's why it's straight presenting. Because
Can you
don't none of y'all
elaborate?
be straight for real. None of y'all straight. That's the elaboration. Go ahead, Sanaya.
Hey, I had a question for like the straight men.
Hold up. Before you ask the question, what are your thoughts on the prompt?
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. I agree 100%.
Do you want to add context?
Well, I just feel like men don't value women in the same way that they value other men, and so I feel like women should just not give them anything. Like
I
they
think
should
that's a
not
good
reward
point.
any of their behavior, including having sex with them.
Yeah, because they're going to do the full play for the men. They'll miss the lockjaw. But go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, I was just wondering why straight men care so much about high body counts, specifically with like women having sex with multiple men.
Because the girl ain't gonna answer your
I could
question.
I could answer
They
that.
not gonna
I could
answer it.
answer it. Okay. Why do men care
But
about
hold
body
up, real
count?
quick. Hold up, before you answer that. I think the real question should be for us to ask what's their body count because they done took more dicks than we
Right,
did. But go
exactly.
ahead,
Remember,
sir.
yes, great.
Let
Yes.
him finish, though.
So the reason that men or anyone cares about body count, but still, man, is because everybody want to feel special, especially if you love someone, you want to feel loved by them, and you want to feel like you're special to them. That's why men care
But
about
y'all
low
some
body counts.
hoes. Hold up, but y'all hoes.
That really does not.
No, it does. Hold
No,
up,
why do you
'cause
not hold
I don't
yourself
like.
to the
Hold
same
up, I don't
standard?
like. Hold up, I don't like how body count put women on the defensive. Cause these niggas don't. Yeah, they don't respect themselves. And like,
Right.
not only do you have to count the men they've been with, you need to count the holes in the wall. You got to count the pets they done had throughout their life. Like nobody's safe. Because y'all some freaky ass niggas. So it's just weird for somebody to be freaked out like y'all are to expect anything of a woman. That shit is insane.
But Tara, I'm glad you said that about expectation. And I'm going to be honest with you. The reason men care about body count because it sets the expectation. If you let Ray and Pookie, that's my first time using those names.
It's
Except when I
not.
You
talk
said
about
them out
South
of
Central.
order.
No. Except when I talk about South Central, because you're like, Ray got your son out there stealing radios. But
The
aside
hell?
from that, if you don't watch South Central, it's okay. You're not
I
black.
You
seen it. It's
realize
the invitation.
you literally just drag yourself. Pookie and Ray Ray, really? You drag your own community.
Hold on, let him
Uh,
finish the point though.
not my community. Yeah. So if
You a
these
black
guys
man,
got
right?
no, if these guys got easy access, then the expectation is I'm gonna have easy access as well. So realistically, it's entitlement. Let's call it what it is.
So
It's
so
entitlement.
projection. So it's projection
Um,
because like men, you right. It might be a projection. Men give easy access, but it's interesting because like the entitlement is weird because like nobody, you're not even gonna get the answer. Like you can't ask somebody that body count and just think they're gonna give you an answer. You're gonna get the answer you want to hear.
But
It's like
why
it's
can't?
just a waste of time. I think,
some women are honest.
I've told. Hold up, no, and I've told women like if a man ever asks you your body count, tell him you had one partner, and then say that man had 12 inches, so he can feel like the insecure bitch he is. Like, what kind of question is that?
Real men know that y'all vaginas form back normal, so that shit
Tell me
won't
though,
bother you.
real men don't
Yeah,
compete with the next men.
yeah,
That's
that shit
first off.
ain't. That shit's beyond us. I don't know why. My whole thing is this though: these shaming tactics that y'all using to try to shame straight men,
But y'all got
heterosexual
loose
men.
booty though.
Anyways, that she
Yeah,
shaming tactic.
no, y'all, hold up, y'all don't have electricity in y'all booty. If it's shot out, it's gone forever though.
Bro, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's
These shaming,
no, it
these shaming.
does. Hold up, no, hold up, because women should know when these men be like, "No, don't touch my butt, don't go back there." He don't want to be exposed because his back been like it's shot. The muscles
Hey,
is
bro, I
gone.
don't care about none of them
It's
sis ass.
baggy
I
back
don't care.
there.
I
No,
don't care
it's
about none of them.
baggy.
I don't
No, it's
care.
baggy, and that's why y'all be having them stains in your drawers because you don't have any muscles to like hold anything
That's why
in.
you don't want me to talk because you know I'm about to say
Hey
something.
Jafari with the silent H. Why you being silent now? Speak up. This your part of the conversation.
No
She's
cat.
talking about
He
she's
had
talking about
everything to say about the
she's
straight
talking
man.
about
Now let
straight
him.
No,
men. She's
it's
talking
all
about straight
y'all's part of the
men.
conversation.
Nah, it's
Y'all
not no
be
straight
sneak
man now.
dicking.
Yes,
I
she
don't
Y'all
want
be
that
is.
now.
sneaking
They
and
bring
dicking.
up your community. Now I need you to
She's talking
speak.
about BL men.
No,
No,
Not
she
she's
talking
not.
about
talking.
fully
She ain't
gay.
talking.
She's
She,
not
No,
she
talking
No, she
about
talking
no
about.
not.
She
no,
fully
talking
She
about
hold
gay
niggas
on, wait
talking
a
talking.
men.
minute,
about.
hold
She
on.
talking
First of
She's not
about
all,
talking
a
about no
DL
openly.
man,
She's
hold
not
on,
talking about no
bad
openly
buddy.
gay men.
hold on. A DL man presents as a straight man. So whenever we talk about a DL man, we're literally talking about a
About
straight man
GAY
that
man.
sneaks
You talking
and
about a gay
gets
man?
dick. No, a gay man is a gay man. A gay man is Jafar with the silent H.
DL
The DL
is
man is
period.
you niggas on the panel.
Nigga,
Clock
stop.
it.
How do you
Clock it.
My thing is
straight
this:
men? How do straight men present? What makes them DL?
how do straight women
Thank
present?
you,
What
What
makes
makes
them
them
DL?
DL?
Daniel.
Now
No,
tell us. I don't
30,
How do
know.
straight
please
women
shut the
Wait,
present?
fuck
can we
up.
go
You do
back
I
this
to
know.
every
the
time
Just
because
shut
you
the
get
fuck up.
really uncomfortable about this conversation.
I don't care
First
about
of
the
all, hold on
conversation. We
one
can have
second.
it.
Hold on. Okay, I can have it. Let me have it then. Like you
Have it.
let that nigga have it. Anyways,
Hey,
listen.
Yo,
Damn.
he
Y'all
said,
be listen. This is the
"You're yapping, bro."
straight men. What makes a DL man DL is that he presents as straight. DL men are not a part of the gay community. They're not part of the L, the G, the B, the T, the Q, the I, the A, the plus, no one. They are in our community. And that's another reason why, hold on, y'all, because y'all getting triggered when I be talking about y'all little dirty little secrets. That's another reason why women should stop sleeping with these men, because you don't know who these niggas are really fucking. Like, they hide amongst the heterosexual men. That's what makes them DL. So when y'all sitting here, when the reason why there's so many STDs and STIs within the straight community is because these niggas, these quote unquote straight niggas, be going over there, sneaking, going on what Draco always say, grinders and sniffies. They go to public park, sit in the motherfucking car, wait for to catch some motherfucking eye contact, and fuck a strange man behind a poo shiesty mask.
But I was about
That's
to say,
why.
That the sniffies, that app I always bring up, that app is specific because that app is like the way, it's the grinder for like the public bathrooms. Like it's the way that men can know, hey, this bathroom and this mundane normal place is a place that we can have sex. That's why I be bringing up sniffies, is like straight to it. We're at the back. When I be saying dicks, y'all think I be being funny. No, that's the place where they might go in the bathroom. Academy, McDonald's, Chipotle, Five Guys, pun intended. Like, these are the places where they're meeting up. And the bath, like sniffies, is the map to help them map out, hey, this is the place where you can get the action without even having to talk about it. And I don't know if y'all remember, it was this TV show and they talked about it a while ago. I think Vivica Fox is in it. I have to find it, but yeah, like, no, it's a real thing. There's no way for us to know. Like,
so you saying they think Five Guys means something else is crazy? But hold up, how many of the women have downloaded these apps and taken a look at it, like the profiles? Like, let me do a poll real quick because I want to know, because I've been asking y'all to do it for a while. If y'all done downloaded the apps and looked at the profiles, hit the smiley face. If you ain't had a chance to do it yet, hit the crying face emoji. I want to see something. Like downloaded the apps, made a fake profile, and just look at what the men on there talking about. Damn.
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie.
Hold up. I'm about to expose you hoes. Shut up. So it looks like a majority of y'all not. Listen, y'all ain't got nothing to do. Go ahead, download the apps on your phone, make a fake profile, and just look through look what they're saying, look at the pictures they're posting. Sometimes they don't show their face, but when you look at their faces, look how they look. Hold up real quick. Hold up before these niggas go delete their profile. Hold up. Go ahead and download it real quick. Yeah, see, some people look, but not enough women are looking. Okay, y'all, again, Grindr, Sniffies, whatever. Download these apps and go in there, pretend you a man. You ain't gotta post no picture because some of them don't post pictures, and look at what they're saying in their profiles.
I don't know what type of sick ass niggas y'all fucking with, bro, but
We
y'all gotta
be on
stop
the,
that.
we be, listen, 30, you be crashing out, but we be on the apps. We, listen,
Y'all
one
be
thing
so hurt that
hold
y'all
on.
like y'all let
Yeah,
men
we
act like
be
a man
we
head.
be on these apps, and it be showing the real motherfucking side of these men. These men get up on talk about some DL, married with kids, because that's a plus on there. Being married, being in a relationship is a plus. It'll bring the punks fucking coming to your yard. That's the little milkshake that bring all the punks to the yard. So when y'all sit up, when women be like, oh no, not my man, no, bitch, your man is probably on Grindr looking for a little quick dick.
Hey, I want to say this since you got the audience,
and especially 30 up there
let
too.
Let me say this since you got the audience up in here.
You the main one.
Hold up. Let me say this, dude. And I ain't trying to offend nobody from the GAY community or nothing like that. It's a sissy or some type of weirdo in the comments talking about something. They got proof of me being in a trans DM. I told them to show the proof I would drop so you can show this motherfucking proof. If you got the proof, come show the shit. If you ain't got the proof,
trying to expose you.
Ain't no exposing because it's fake.
Hold on.
So if you got the proof, come show it. If you got the proof, come show it.
Why would you say that? Why would you even repeat that?
No.
Put a stop sign in the comments so we can bring you up.
Come on up here. Come show the proof. And
Like,
it better
why
be
would you
legit.
even?
If it ain't proof, it ain't real, don't say shit. No, come show it, nigga. Come up here and show it. Go to the trans page and show my motherfucking picture, my name, and show everything. You got a spot right up here. If
Was
not,
it
shut the
that
fuck up.
day? Hold on. Was it from that day with Kung Fu?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying the real. I'm trying to. Oh no. I'm tired of all this hiding behind the bush, all this weird shit,
You
all this
tired of
lying,
hiding?
all this lame shit. It's a
You
spot
want to
up here on
speak
the
your
panel,
truth.
bitch. Come show the proof, ho.
You been hiding
Cause I
behind
didn't.
bushes?
That's what I thought.
You tired of the
Damn.
lies. You tired of living with the secrets.
I'm gonna ask Kung Fu about it later. What's up, Venus?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I request by accident.
It's fine. You up here though? You want to say something or no?
No, I'm just listening to y'all. Thank you.
All right, I'll drop you down. Do me a favor if y'all haven't already done so. Send y'all help me. Y'all can help me get my live goal. I think I need some more pillows. Shout out to the Pretty Princess. And y'all can support the people on the panel. Did anybody else want to add something? 30
Well,
done
I
ran
just want to
off.
say, sorry,
30
I
done
just want to
ran.
say, I
Thank you,
didn't like,
Mello.
oh, sorry. I just want to say, I didn't mean to start with just a question for the guys, but I really do fully agree with the prompt. And I feel like it would be really useful for us all who are attracted
Thank you,
to men,
Alexis. Thank you, honey bun.
to really spend time decentering men out of our lives and really focus
Thank you,
on
Never. Why do you think?
maybe
Hold on. Why do you think? Okay, knowing how many women. Thank y'all for contributing to the live. I appreciate y'all. Knowing how many women are not getting. Thank you, East. How many women are not getting pleasure from men? Why do you think that women are desiring men? Where do you think they come from?
I think it's definitely socialized from like birth for us to just see romantic or sexual love and marriage as like our ultimate purpose as women. And I think the idea of marriage and children and like this heteronormative like role for us is very much like social programming. And I think it's really important for us to constantly fight, the external influences that force us in these terrible situations with men who are very harmful, violent, aggressive, and don't value us as equal human, like as equally human to them as they do other men.
Yeah, I want to agree, and I think like it does sound absurd initially, but like wanting to sleep with men is male centered because like we know women are not getting pleasure from it. You gotta understand like deep down like why do you think you're pursuing this, right? I think that's important for women to think about, especially how men are disrespectful towards women. And even like I want to also keep in mind the reason why the lesbian thing keep coming up because men don't know how to act when they're around each other. But do you think it's the same thing? You don't have to necessarily be a lesbian either. Like you can be in charge of your own pleasure, but just don't think you're gonna get pleasure from a man. It's not gonna happen.
Not only that, sleeping with men, it knocks you off of your it dysregulates you. And with I don't know how to Sunya, when you said that you're not able to properly you're not properly able to decenter men when you're having sex with a man, you are 1,000% right. Because you have to whenever having sex with a man is very much centered around his pleasure, but also being in a relationship with a man, it dysregulates you, it knocks you off your square, and you start to and not only do men know how to they usually try to isolate you away from your friends, away from your family, but they also try to impregnate you. Like having sex with men are dangerous. They will try to impregnate you if you're in school, if you're having a good career. They will try to they're the ones that's putting the STDs and like the heterosexual like women's community. They're the ones that's bringing the STDs into our community, because if they're not fucking the punks, then they fucking the lot lizards. Like, so like I'm telling you, don't fuck these niggas. These niggas are nasty, dirty, disgusting, and dangerous.
Yes, agreed. Also, I really liked the point that you were making about kind of like
realizing we have our own choice in how we like get our pleasure, and we don't have to continue to rely on men for pleasure when we know that there are so many other ways that we can take charge of our own bodies and do that for ourselves without
Hold on, Aretha. Aretha
temptation.
stinking, especially your nigga. Your nigga getting his motherfucking asshole and his back blown out in the bathroom of a Krispy Kreme. He's getting his motherfucking donut hole filled. Especially your nigga, Aretha.
I
Can
think
I
it's
say
important
something?
also. Hold on real quick. I just want to say it's important that we also understand men purposely withhold pleasure for women. That's another act of dominance that they'll do. And a lot of times, like I said earlier, they're jealous because they want to be the one on their bed. So he's gonna have poor performance just because he feels jealous because of the position he in the first place. But go ahead, Daz.
Um, I agree with the prompt wholeheartedly, and I just want to say, men do not love you. They look at you as sex. You're just your body to them. And I want everybody to go Google how many murder suicides there were just last year or this year done by men killing their wives because they don't see you as a person.
Yeah, they see women as property, which is why I I was talking about the other day, like subconsciously what it does to you mentally when you marry a man and then go change your name, and essentially you take on this identity and this idea that like you lose who you are as yourself, because they all say like you're partners and you and this like working towards things together, but those things that you're working towards are going to be his goals that he benefit from, and essentially like women lose themselves. That's why like, because that's the position you're putting in. You're putting in this position as a role, and like you don't get to be an independent person. But what's up, Sharon?
Sarah, how y'all doing? Let's see. Women should stop sleeping
Hey,
with men.
Shimmy.
See, this is what you know. What? Let me answer the question. Yes, women should stop. Women should stop sleeping with men. Um, because if we just gonna be bare bones about it, we don't deserve no good shit from y'all. If you look at the totality of shit that we've done to women, allegedly for women, versus the shit that we say like we're supposed to get, it doesn't add up. There's so many things that we get from women that we don't deserve. Things that we demand from women that we don't deserve. And yeah, we come and we just act entitled to it. And I think it'd be one thing, right? Like if motherfuckers was like properly thankful and properly like humble about that shit. But too many of us walk around here thinking that y'all are supposed to like just be beholden to whatever the fuck we want. Too many of us think that we're quote unquote God's gift to y'all or whatever. And the fact of the matter is the amount of shit that we demand from y'all, the amount of shit that we beg from y'all, the amount of shit that we've created that is entirely hinged upon you all subservience, whether it be like in the home, whether it be in the workplace, whether it be actual like labor in terms of work or in terms of giving birth to children and stuff like that. Too much of the shit that we do is predicated upon shit that you all would have stopped doing a long time ago if you had actually had a choice in that shit for real. So just based off the fact that we are too fucking entitled, we are too fucking egotistical, we don't deserve access to y'all. Like,
Chinny,
yes.
you
What,
gonna
what, what
start.
do you
You gonna
want?
lead by. You gonna lead by example, right?
I've been
Right?
trying, I've been doing my best. All right. Been
Okay.
doing my best.
Yeah, I
All right.
want you living like a monk, nigga, because I know they be in your DMs. Soon
Nah.
as you get up here, talks about they be like,
First of
oh
all,
my
you
god,
know nothing.
he's
You
so
know nothing.
true. Finally a smart man. Finally, he's so. Ladies,
You
don't.
know
First of all,
nothing.
we gotta start with Shinron. Don't fuck. None of the ladies fuck Shinron. Since he want to get up here, he gonna lead by example, right, Shinron?
First of all, you know nothing. Second of all, don't be trying to act like you. Yeah, first of all, this ain't about nothing. Mind your business. That's the first thing, right? You mind your business, East. That's all. That's it. I'm off my.
Hold on,
I'm going on mute.
hold on real quick. No, I think that's a good point to lead on. Don't be fucking Sharon, y'all. I agree with East. None of these niggas are safe. I appreciate y'all though. I think this was a good live. I know we had to end it early last time. But it's time to wrap it up. Look at these freaked out niggas in the queue. No, y'all not coming up here. It's a wrap. Oh, thank you, Flo. That's cute. I appreciate you. Just so y'all know that I do upload the lives on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube at Tara.js. The spelling's in my profile. If you want to watch this live back or you want to watch any of my other live streams, that's where you can find them. I appreciate everybody who came and supported. I think everybody who contributed to the live goal. Shout out to Pusha and P, Gabrielle, and East. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye now. Why y'all all in the queue? No, get out my queue.